recording, and what is going on, everyone? We have Chris, and of course, we have...
Oh.
First syllable wasn't even on. Come on, get close to that mic.
What do you mean? I'm as close as it gets. My fucking piece of shit is quiet? Great.
Your Jingwu isn't working correctly?
My Jingwu is not up to it today.
And boy, do we have something very... I don't know. I thought this was going to be special, but now it's kind of looking painful.
Good.
Paul, what did you decide that we were going to do last week out of the blue? What did you decide that this week's content was going to be?
We needed emergency content because I'm going away for a few days. And we normally record on Thursdays, and I'm not going to be in town on Thursday. And we didn't have enough time to play stuff in between, really. At least I didn't. Not that much since last episode. Right.
Got a little bit of progress, but, that's okay. We have a whole different agenda today. Paul, why don't you tell them what the agenda is? What is this idea that you unleashed on me?
We're back to Retro Wars. Scrub, we've done this before, but today it's a very special day because we're doing the best PS3 game. And we have a lot of games to talk about.
You say a lot. Nice I mean, what, more than 10?
Way more than 10.
Like more than 15? We got narrowed down to 10. So what, 15, 20? Is that how many you got?
So our list is 50 games currently. And we do have to get it down to 10. So I don't know if we have much time to waste, Chris. We gotta probably name the games we have right now and start cutting.
Okay, now we did end up kind of, because we had such a large list when it was compiled. And I do like the way that we separately compiled. And I was like painstakingly picking and choosing games that I was like very intimate with. And by the time I got to you and you're like, oh, check out my list and just compare them, I was like, you have every single game that I have, plus an additional 46. So I had 4 games, and Paul had 50, including the same 4.
I just didn't want to miss anything. I don't want people to be like, hey,
no
what
stone was left unturned in this quest, in this search. Right. So what we ended up doing after you compiled that list is I asked you to randomize them. So we will not really, I will kind of know what order they're in, but you get the idea. We're going to name the game, and then we're going to start talking about it and decide what do we decide? If it goes to the cutting floor, or how do we even do the first round elimination?
I think we'll just pick 2 games and be like, okay, which one stays, which one gets cut from these 2,
So do we leapfrog it? Do we compare 1 and 2, and then the winner of that compares to 3, and then the winner of that compares to 4? Is that...
I mean, I think there'll be some obvious cuts that will cut rather quickly, so let's worry about them when we get there. I think for now, we'll just rotate between the 2 of us.
Okay, fair.
It will stop being easy quite fast. So it
already doesn't feel easy.
Okay. So the games we have, here you go, Chris.
You're gonna name them all?
Shouldn't we?
No,
it's a podcast.
No. We what else are they gonna look forward to? If you name them all now, why would they listen to the next 5 hours of the podcast?
Okay. They want to know what we even have an option to cut then.
They're gonna know in real time. Kind of the way I'm knowing, because I didn't have 50...
You gotta list the games. You gotta list the games. That's what we always did on all the other lists. We have a format.
Who's reading this list?
Of course it's you. All right, guys. We'll see you on the other side of Chris reading these games. Good luck.
The list, in no particular order, is Mortal Kombat 9, Dead Space, Mass Effect 3, Diablo 3, Bayonetta, Heavenly Sword, Eternal Sonata, Demon Souls, Resident Evil 5, Heavy Rain, Uncharted 2, Dragon Age Origins, The Walking Dead Telltale games, or the original one, I guess, Fallout New Vegas, DMC Devil May Cry, that's that soft reboot.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3, XCOM, Enemy Within, Guitar Hero, Dark Souls, Guacamelee, Darksiders, Skyrim.
Even your mic couldn't handle that.
I uppercutted my mic. I was like, Darksiders? We played that game. That game sucked. Fallout 3. Sorry, I almost broke character for a second there. Valkyria Chronicles, Little Big Planet, and that is halfway through the list.
Hell yeah.
Moving right along. Unless Paul, great. Are you gonna take this?
Sure, I'll do the rest of them. Fine. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 4, Azura's Wrath, Hotline Miami, Portal 2, Red Dead Redemption, Ninja Gaiden, Sigma. What's that? Well, okay. The Last of Us, God of War 3, Super Street Fighter 4, Until Dawn, MGS 4, Guns of the Patriots, Batman, Arkham Asylum, Vanquish, Life is Strange, Bioshock, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Heroes of Might and Magic Clash of Heroes, Final Fantasy XIII, Mass Effect 2, Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Infamous, Borderlands 2, and Chris, what's our last game?
An honorable mention, Lair.
We can cut that immediately.
Well, that falls under a different list. Best use of a peripheral.
That's true. It's the best.
That's going to be that has to be one of our things.
It's like the best tech demo for 6-axis.
For anyone that does not remember that game, when the PlayStation 3 first came out, they included a dual-axis 6-axis DualShock controller. And the idea was that as you tilted the controller in your hand and gyroed it around, it could affect the game would read that motion, with some sort of a level or whatever. I don't know what they used, but it was not very effective. And this game played entirely like normally games use it for a gimmick, like a QTE or something like that. This game committed. They were like, you're going to fly a dragon. You're like, cool. Using only the 6-axis controls. Less cool.
Yeah, because it didn't work.
It did not work.
At all.
Correct. So we can I wonder if we do one of these, scrub like maybe a little highlight on it so we know that it's been talked about. And yeah. But that way we can reference it later. Because I'll forget. By the time we're halfway done this list, I won't even remember what the first 10 games we talked about were. So
there you go. See, that was easy.
We nixed one off. Now we're going to go back to our more randomized order. And Paul, since we read them, can you randomize this list one more time for me?
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Okay. It's coming back randomized.
That's fantastic.
All right.
First game. Yeah, I guess whoever maybe when we see it, whoever has a little bit more hands in there maybe can start. Have you played Vanquish and completed that game?
I have, yes.
I have as well.
Yeah. I think it's way too early. Yeah, I think it's way too early to even talk about that game. It's way better than a lot of games on this list.
But it's a good start, right? Well, what's the premise of Vanquish? Because I'm sure that a lot of people will not know this game, and this is probably worth your time. I played this game today, like I mean, like not today, but like I've thrown this game on, and it's still kind of fun.
How's the sliding on your knees going? Is it still good?
It controls a little goofier than there's a little bit of muscle memory that I think I was missing on that, because I got pretty good at it, and when I went to pick it back up, I was a little. It looked a little hokey, admittedly.
It's a bit too fast.
It's a little bit too fast. Yeah, everything about like the startup is kind of fast, and it's a little jilting, when you're. Because it goes into a really hard like zoom camera, like right over your shoulder on the ground as you're sliding. So it can be difficult, I think, sometimes to adjust to that. But the game does have some nice big bosses. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of like Borderlands meets Armored Core or something, Not Borderlands, but...
There's no random guns, but...
No, not Borderlands. I'm thinking of a different game, and I don't know what game I'm thinking of. But like the gun, I feel like the gun play feels not quite like a Call of Duty, or like a Killzone.
Nope,
it's not. These are a little spongy.
Definitely, they take a lot of bullets to kill.
They take a lot of bullets. A lot of interesting. The bosses, I think, is where I get Armored Core. A lot of giant mech bosses. Yeah. That end up having like weird weakness things that you have to play them a certain way, utilize like, positioning around the arena. When was the last time you played Vanquish?
Oh, years ago. Like probably like closer to when it came out.
Okay. Yeah,
but
it's
I remember enjoying it.
Goodie.
It's it's super fast paced. It was very silly.
The main character, he's a cigarette smoker. Like
Yeah.
He kind of, they wanted like the Snake Plissken, they wanted that vibe for him, and they captured it pretty well. It's very hokey, like campy, I would say. Definitely. The whole thing feels very campy. You're on an action movie adventure. You are a last action hero. His name is like Sam or something. He's got like such a common name.
It is Sam, yeah.
Well, but what's the last name? Isn't it like something cool? Isn't it?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Fisher. Yeah, it was a crossover with the other Splinter Cell games. Well, who was the director for that was a guy.
Shinji Mikami.
Yeah. Okay. That's the guy.
That's the guy. Yeah. I mean, look, Platinum Games. We have a lot of Platinum games on our list, so we could compare this one to some other ones and see if it's better than those other ones.
But that would involve jumping around the list.
Well, yeah, but like, do you like Vanquish better than Bayonetta?
Are they the same type of game?
I mean,
I thought Bayonetta would play like a Devil May Cry.
Yeah, Bayonetta is like a God of War kind of thing. Yeah.
So like Bayonetta, God of War, Devil May Cry, I put all those in one, and I put Vanquish, Mass Effect 2, Fallout 3, BioShock.
But Vanquish is not an RPG.
BioShock's different. Yeah, BioShock's got RPG elements. Same with Fallout and Mass Effect. What am I saying? Yeah. Uncharted, maybe it falls more towards Uncharted, where you're playing a on rails story
third-person shooter. Yeah. They're both third-person shooters. Obviously, Vanquish is comparison. More. I mean, it just depends what you're into. That's a tough one. I don't know if either of those games need to be cut right now. I think there's such much. We're making this way too difficult. Like, there's such easy cuts. This isn't an easy cut. We both like this game. I don't know if it's top 10. I'm not gonna go crazy. But, like, it's better than, I don't know, Little Big Planet. Like, there's games we can agree easily. Let's maybe get rid of the easy ones first. That's all I'm saying.
But that means we have to jump around the list.
Of course. But
we just randomized it 3 times.
The list doesn't matter. It's just, we're just gonna delete some games. I think we can easily delete Little Big Planet. I think those games were never good.
We didn't even talk about it. What's that game about? I don't know. Little Big Planet. I never played that shit.
It's a cute little 2D/3D platform. It depends which ones you play, but the OG is like a 3D create your own level stuff platformer. It was very floaty.
That's Sackboy, right?
That's with Mr. Sackboy. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's when.
I'm actually surprised I didn't have to look that up. That's the only protagonist name that I remember, other than Sam from Vanquish. I'll know Dante, and that might be it. Kratos from God of War.
I just think it's a pretty bad platformer. It was more novel, like user creation content stuff.
Wasn't that kind of like the earliest generation of the like play with your girlfriend games? Didn't that have a 2-player co-op dynamic? No? I
think maybe 2 or 3 added, but maybe one had co-op. It totally could have co-op. I just don't remember. Yeah. It's just those games they never played well. That was always the issue with them. Because like Sonic can make cute platformers. They obviously did a great job with Astrobot. Like, I like Astrobot a lot. A lot of people like Astrobot, but those games like control well. They feel fun to play. And Little Big Planet was always way too floaty, way too not tight. It's very, very loose platformer.
And I think that was kind of by design. It was 4-player drop-in, it looks like.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, and that's kind of like, obviously it was very big when it came out. It was close to launch or something like that.
It was kind of close. Yeah, kind of close.
And it got a lot of like, press. They got a lot of, I'm very familiar with it. I knew the protagonist without ever playing the game or downloading the game or ever engaging with the game.
He was the mascot for PS3 era. Like, for sure.
That's a pretty stupid mascot to have.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm being candid,
it's either him or the Uncharted guy.
Sack. You have a good product when your main sponsor is a burlap sack come to life. Okay, so yeah, I think we can agree that Little Big Planet may not be.
It's not top 10.
It's not top
gone.
10.
Yeah, it's gone. See?
Okay.
Easy. Now it's your turn. Kill something.
All right. So what am I just picking one that we think that needs to die?
That you think should die, yeah.
Let's talk about Hotline Miami.
Did you ever play it?
I believe I played it was free at one point. I think I downloaded it and played like the tutorial.
Okay.
That's why it's a top down, plays like very, very old GTA for anybody in the crowd there.
Right.
And that it was basically like a almost like a SWAT, like an infiltration type of thing, where enemies were like, you had to infiltrate a building and basically target enemies. It was like one hit kill both ways, right?
One hit kill everything. Yeah. And mostly melee. You would have sometimes ranged options, but there would be either limited ammo or you could throw your weapon as a last resort kind of thing. But yeah, everything's one hit kill. I don't know. I really liked the soundtrack of that game. It fit the theme super well.
It's an arcade game at the end of the day. Those are really tough to sell as a top game of all time type of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's top 10, but I did like it. I think it's a good game. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and waste our time. It's not top 10.
All right, that's fair. But I do recall that. All right, you're on it, kinda.
Kind of.
It's
dead forever. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Take us to the next one. Wow, this is going super quick.
See?
We're only 20 minutes in. We've already eliminated 3 out of 50.
Just relax. We can kill Heavenly Sword. It's a launch title, God of War clone. It's a PS3 exclusive. That's the only reason I even put it on the list. It's very average action game. You know, nothing about it is great. There's a reason why they just went back to God of War, because it's just a better series in every way.
I feel like that was supposed to play out like the other one. Oh God, why can't I remember the name of this game? And it's so popular.
I don't know what game you're talking about, Chris.
Listen, we have 47 more games to talk about. I'll remember it randomly, I'm sure. It's probably on this list, and I just haven't seen it yet. All right, so Heavenly Sword's out. Talk to me about Darksiders. Why is that there?
I don't know. It's one of the few Zelda clones on PS3.
Okay. Didn't we have some experience, not with the original, but with the Darksiders 2, I believe?
I think we played like 3 for a couple hours and it was awful. But they made it like a Diablo clone after that. They got away from Zelda clone to Diablo clone.
Okay.
Which was a very bad transition for the series. I thought the first game I played it years later, so I didn't play when it came out. I played it maybe like probably during pandemic I played it.
The storyline was kind of parallel to God of War, right? You were like the god of death and you were going on a revenge spree.
Yeah, you're one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Yeah. It's okay. It doesn't hold up. When I played it, it was okay, but I just couldn't think of any other Zelda clones on the system. And if you don't play Nintendo games, then that's the only Zelda clone that there was at the time. So it's a decent one, not top 10.
Yeah, PS3 did not lean into the Zelda style.
No, not at all. Nope.
If it were even close to a Zelda, they just turned it into an action, like a Bayonetta, DMC.
Right. So goodbye, Darksiders.
Okay.
Hardly knew you. There's a game we both played and we both really liked it, but we have to cut it. And it's Heroes of Might and Magic: Clash of Heroes.
Aww.
It was a fun little puzzle game. It was cute. I liked it a lot at the time, but it's not top 10.
Why not?
It's just, I don't know if there's enough to it. You know?
Are you sure?
Okay, talk to me about Might and Magic: Clash of Heroes. I mean, I haven't played it since 2009, so
yeah, same.
I'll believe anything you say.
I'm trying to remember some stuff here real quick.
Okay. It was like a nice little puzzle slash. I mean, it was a puzzle game. It was just a puzzle game. Like, sure, they like faked some RPG elements, but like it was.
I don't even remember this.
You don't remember?
I remember
this?
some icons and some screenshots, but I'm like, how did the battle system work?
You stack your units in a line, and if you combine the same unit, it gets stronger. It's basically like a little Tetris, a little bit, that fights the enemy. You know, you're making lines on your side.
Okay, I'll mark that. That probably is not a top 10, but it looked it looks cool. It's so cool. Fun. I don't even remember the mechanics of it. That's so strange, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time.
I know, and I believe you. If you say we played it, I'm like, yeah, we probably played it.
Oh, we played the shit out of it. Yeah, we did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
Goodbye.
listen, that goes to show you sometimes something just scratches the itch for you, and you scratch it for a while, and then the itch is gone, and then you're good for the rest of your life.
You don't
Never
even
need to
remember
look
you
back.
had an itch. Yeah.
Yeah.
What itch?
What itch? All right. So then, okay, then let me move on down this list here. All right, let's talk about this Walking Dead tale. I have not played those games, so I guess you can make a case for it if you'd like. The Walking Dead Telltale.
I know it's.
And I think that they were supposed to be pretty good, but I thought that was only by comparison to all the other shilling games that they were throwing out based off of like TV shows and movies and shit.
It was definitely the one that hit the hardest out of all of them. It was seasonal storytelling game. It's it's the granddaddy of the the Until Dawns of the world. It was way before Until Dawn, I'm pretty sure. So
did it play out like that? It played
100%.
I thought that there was action to it.
No, not really.
Just decision making.
Almost exclusively decision making.
Okay.
They have some like fake shooting scenes, but it's not like really shooting, It's quick time event, if that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's literally the whole, the meme, this character will remember this. Like,
yep.
It came from this game. Like, this was the first game with that pop-up coming up when you were talking to
the
dudes.
Butterfly effect.
It's literally, this is the game. And this the story in it was not connected to the show or the comics or anything like that. They made their own thing, and it was really well written. It was really good. Yeah. Am I gonna sit here and say it's top 10? No. Am I ready to cut it right now when there's some worse games here? I guess I am.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can let that one go. Keep in mind, this was also at a time when video game developers and publishers and all that were trying to find a way to ride that train of like the popular media stuff and failing at every single turn. And this was like one of the only passable ones. Like it came out and people weren't like, oh, this is total shovelware fucking bullshit. Like they were like, oh, it's a game. Like this is playable or whatever. I recall getting relatively positive review.
Absolutely. And it's very influential because we have the whole genre of watch this game now, I'm playing the latest version of that with Directive 2085. It's kind of the same experience, So very influential for downloadable game. Yeah,
I just wonder if any of those gaming like play the experience games could ever be a top 10. And I would.
That's tough.
I'll continue that. Yeah, Heavy Rain, since we're in the genre. Heavy Rain might be one of the better ones of that entire genre. It's probably the most well produced.
I disagree. I think there's better ones. I think Until Dawn is better than Heavy Rain.
There is the one that the same developers made afterwards with the AI shit, or the androids. Too Human. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
and Beyond Two Souls. Okay, but those were PS4.
Right. For PS3, it was cool at the time, but again, it's barely a game. It's mostly QuickTime events. But like, I liked it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I hated Heavy Rain. I thought Heavy Rain was fun. It's fun, one of those,
That was like kind of back in the day when there was more creative like choice for the directors of games and stuff. So like I recall Heavy Rain had like some interesting storyline things, a lot of interesting like mini game stuff, I think, right? Maybe like weird story turns. I mean, I know it was like a noir detective thing, but it had some twists to it. Am I not crazy?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's a killer
a little bit
story.
Of spice to it.
You're trying to find the killer. Like it's nothing crazy. Like the
but
twist
it had camp elements, right? Some goofy mini games. Some.
I think the camp was in the cutscenes with the dad looking around for the kid in the streets and screaming his name over and over again.
Was it Jason or something?
Was it Jason? I feel like it was Jason. Jason. Yeah, I mean that game
everybody remembers that. Yes,
it's a silly game. I'm not gonna sit here and defend Heavy Rain too much, but
I think it would be more comparative to like an Indigo Prophecy Indigo Prophecy had, okay, here's a great example because I don't have that much time in Heavy Rain, and I know that you do, and I have more time in Indigo Prophecy, different console, but just follow me for a second. There's a mini game in that. That's part of like the story where you do a boxing thing in a sparring thing in a gym, and you're like spin kicking your part, like brutal fucking attacks that you would see in like a fighting game. And then, you know what I mean? At the end, they like high five, like, oh, good workout or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like a little too campy for what, like it pulls you out of the immersion, but I was laughing so hard that it was more enjoyable that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, they do stupid shit in this one too. They had like,
okay, that's what I was looking for. I just wanted to make sure
like, hey, let's do some, grocery shopping, and you're just pressing buttons while they're buying groceries. You know, it's like it's whatever. We can cut up here. It's not even the best one of these. Watch the game and have fun on this list.
We have too many of those on this list. Do we attack another one? I see you're hovering some stuff.
I feel like PS3 was when it started. You know, that shit didn't happen on PS2.
That's true. PS3 was when they started getting close to having realistic, heavy quotes on that,
quote unquote,
graphics.
Yeah.
You know, where things were supposed to be passable enough that you were able to believe that these were like animated films or whatever you were supposed to believe about them.
Right. So Heavy Rain's gone. We can probably cut Until Dawn as well. It's not gonna make top 10. Until Dawn is better than Heavy Rain. I'll just say that.
Well, that said, what about Life is Strange? Before you go too crazy on Until Dawn, maybe keep that around a little bit.
Life is Strange I can cut right away. It's worse than The Walking Dead, so there you go.
I had a ton of fun. That was a game that definitely played into that campy shit.
Definitely.
We streamed that game. Like I streamed that with my buddies, so like I have a little bit of time in it.
Yeah.
But they all kind of play the same. So really, for me,
it plays the same. Yeah, it's about story. Which story you like better? Yeah.
And the story for Life is Strange is a little weird, strange. I guess would be a good descriptor to that.
Which ending did you choose? Did you save the town or destroy the town?
I don't even know if we might have tagged out of the game before we got to that.
Okay, so the ending.
And we were deep too. We were like,
well, not that deep if you didn't finish it, but
come on.
The ending is basically you have to make a choice whether you want to save Chloe and let the town be destroyed by a giant tornado, or save the town but Chloe dies.
Correct, but it's all tied to what's her name?
Max.
Thank you.
But it doesn't matter. Like the choice is: do you save the town or do you save your girlfriend? Which one did you choose? But maybe you didn't get there.
Correct. We would have saved the town.
I saved the girlfriend. Anyway, it was cool. They made more of them. There's a bunch of Life is Strange games now. People like them.
I feel like they all kind of play the same, the same concept. Being able to reverse the time. Well, that was the gimmick in that game, was that you were able to reverse time to correct your decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
It was cool. I liked it.
Cool.
But,
very novel concept, and probably not top 10.
Definitely not top 10.
Is that all of these games? Have we finally gotten through those?
I mean, Until Dawn is still not highlighted.
I'm gonna put that in yellow because I think I'm gonna go a little higher on the.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Well, that was how many games did we go through there? I mean, that was like 7 right off the bat.
We killed a few.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god.
We're
20%. We talked about 20% of the games.
How about we talk about MVC3 and Street Fighter?
Going into the fighters now.
Yeah, let's touch the fighters really quick.
I think MVC3 is a cooler looking game. Like conceptually, MVC3 is kind of what I would think I would enjoy in a fighting game, and I had infinitely more fun playing Street Fighter. I thought Street Fighter 4 was probably the best fighting game experience, and we didn't even play at a high level.
Right.
We were scrubs. I played other games, other 2D fighters at a significantly higher level, and I still remember the first time we booted up Street Fighter 4 and got scrubbed by the Kens just doing sweep in the DP.
The flowchart Kens were all over the place. Yeah, man. Street Fighter 4 was such a special game. It brought fighting games back.
It brought them back.
And hard carried for a while.
It might still be carrying. I don't know. Unless you're into fighting games, I feel you know, it's like if you're into comics, you know a bunch of shit, but if not, you're like, oh, I know X-Man, and I know, you know, like Street Fighter would be like, that's your girlfriend knows Street Fighter.
Right.
She's not going to know Tekken 8. She's not going to know Guilty Gear, BlazBlue, Continuum Shift. Those aren't the ones for her. She'd be like, oh, Street Fighter with the fireball guy. Yep,
right.
You're right, sweetheart.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way it was balanced was very fun and engaging, a lot of high tension moments. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Well, we played mostly the vastly improved Super Street Fighter 4. We did play OG, but like that's not the one that we think of when we think Street Fighter 4, right? Because OG,
they were almost seamless for me. Like we played Street Fighter 4 until the next, and like
until Super came out. Yeah.
And
then you
like,
never touched
you,
OG
I don't even
again.
think you changed characters. I had to like change my character and everything.
The balance in OG SF4 was fucking terrible. Sagat was just
Sagat players were just
disgusting.
Destroying the entire lobbies.
Yeah, it would like his damage output was just so ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, Street Fighter 4 for sure stays for now. There's no way we're cutting it. But MVC3, I think
MVC3 can go. Unfortunately,
I think we have to.
You know, I think it's a cool game. People still play it tournament today. You know,
right? Like I watched a lot of fighting games tournaments between like 2009 to 2000. Let's call it 15, maybe 16. I watched a lot of Evos. I watched smaller tournaments. I wasn't just like turning on for Evo. Now I'll just turn on Evo for like finals on YouTube once it's done and rewatch that.
You watch like all the spooky tournaments or whatever they are?
Yeah, I was watching Team Spooky. I was watching all of that shit. Exactly. Yeah, I was so into it. And fucking Marvel was just so much more fun to watch than Street Fighter.
Agreed.
Street Fighter, I could like relate to what they're doing some perfect links that I'll never do. But Marvel was just like, I don't even know if I'm playing the same game, guys. Like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing here.
Like, you could do that with Sentinel? Like, what? He's the best character in the game? I
never could get good at MVC ever in any way, shape, or form, but I loved watching it. That game was so much fun to watch on tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, it looked heroic. You know, when people were doing that game at a high level, it looked like what you would think a superhero fight might look like.
Yeah, it was just
dashing off the screen, missiles flying out from everywhere, big screen-wide ultimates, big lasers and stuff. Street Fighter was a little tamer.
Big impacts on shit, like the bionic arm dude. I remember on tournaments happening over and over again. The whole crowd screaming bionic arm with him. I mean, it's just, that game was very fun viewer game. But on our list, I don't think either of us really got into it that much.
No, I mean, I played it a little bit.
Yeah.
It just, I couldn't, I wasn't good enough.
That's gone.
Mortal Kombat 9, since we're here. I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy. I did play 9, actually.
You did. They had co-op.
Oh, did Wait, was 9 the one that we played with Reptile and...
Yes. Oh. That's the one. That's the...
Okay.
That's the Mortal Kombat that, like, revived...
That we played, yeah. That's our Mortal Kombat.
But that's like everyone's Mortal Kombat. Like, no one cared about Mortal Kombat on, like, during PS2 era at all. They went like 3D. They got away from making
Shaolin monks.
Right. Hey, Shaolin monks was pretty good. But they were not making 2D Mortal Kombat games anymore for like years. And then this was the first one. And similar to Street Fighter, like a lot of people liked it. And the one thing that I definitely had better than Street Fighter 4, single player campaign in MK9 was so good. Like, even if you're not a fighting game person, just they made the single player content in that game fucking awesome. Full on cutscenes, full on story. You play with most of the roster during the story. I mean, it was really well made. It's not a top 10 for me because I don't like Mortal Kombat gameplay. That's the problem where it falls apart for me. I never really
I was
clicked
never a
with
big
MK.
fan of the way that their combo systems worked.
I hate block button. I think that's bullshit. I hate holding a button to block.
Button to block is, if you need to have that in your game has some design flaws as far as I'm concerned.
So as much as I like the single story stuff, single player stuff, it's not. Yeah, I can't.
That's fair.
Okay, that was easy. See, I
Is
feel
that
like
all of
we're not poking anything that we like, love so far. No one's going for the God role yet. That's all I'm saying.
I know we haven't touched any of these RPGs. The shooters are going to be real tough. And
I
the
have a
action games
question,
are going to be
Chris.
tough. Yeah.
Let's do some action games because we have a lot of those.
Oh boy.
And this console had a lot of action games. And I think that one that we can easily agree that can probably go is Bayonetta.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I didn't play it that much. I never beat it. I played it a little bit.
I didn't beat it. I played it barely because I didn't own it back in the day. One of my friends had it, and I kind of like jumped on his console a little bit to play. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, dude, you want to catch him in? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then it just came and went. I downloaded because it was like free on PSN not that long ago, like last year, I want to say. Okay. And it's pretty clunky.
Yeah.
It did not feel good to control at all.
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I don't know. I didn't like the way he controlled. I didn't like the way he played.
I didn't really care about the main character.
The chick, no. It was
cool her sexification didn't really matter to me. You know what I mean? Like the high heels and the, you know, she was a witch. Witch or whatever it was.
Wasn't the whole thing that like her outfit is her hair that she uses as magic?
Yes.
Yeah. So
she's naked underneath that.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. I mean, well, that was like at the time it was, you know, very progressive.
What about
chicks rule too?
What about the DMC Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 4? How do we feel about those?
DMC Devil May Cry, I would take off just because they kind of messed up with the direction of it. If you recall, that game was basically a soft reboot, and it was the origin story, we'll say, of Dante and Virgil. But they were trying to sell Dante. They were trying to rebrand him. So they made him like an edgy teenager.
Wasn't it like separate, like universe thing? It wasn't the same character, basically.
They may have tried to change canon afterwards. Listen, ask me anything about that. But
like what I'm saying is
their intent was not that. They tried to kind of ride the train and like,
it's not part of the main series at all. Like it's not part of the main series in any way, shape, or form. It wasn't even. I don't even think it was made by Capcom. I'm pretty sure it was made by the Ninja Theory guys. Yeah, it's a separate.
It's still
thing.
Capcom.
I think Capcom.
I mean, they're saying it's a separate continuity.
It is, yeah, but it was made by Ninja Theory, published by Capcom. That's the thing. So they gave him the license, kind of like to the name, but they made their own thing basically. With same character names and shit, but he didn't look like that.
Hang on. Let me correct some stuff here. Capcom decided to reboot Devil May Cry to increase its commercial appeal following Devil May Cry 4 and recruited Ninja Theory after being impressed by their work on Heavenly Sword. Yikes. So yes, it's exactly what I said. They tried to they unloaded it, gave it to somebody else, and they're like, hey man, do this thing. And then when they got a bunch of blowback, they're like, oh, it's a different continuity. Like whatever they're trying to I don't like that you're taking their agenda on this. This is a huge thing when it came out. Do you remember this? People were like furious about his design. I didn't really care. But I had a lot of friends, like personal friends of mine, that were like, dude, this game's gay now. I was like, okay. You know, it was like that type of thing. He's all emo and edgy.
He was always kind of edgy.
But actually, I played some of it, and it felt fine to play.
That's the thing. I'm not a huge DMC guy. I think you like DMC way more than I do.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I don't give a shit about like, you know, the characters or whatever. I'm there for the fun action gameplay, and this game played really well.
The game played pretty well. I'd say DMC 4 had I enjoyed the Nero gimmick because he had an arm thing that they added on where he had like a grapple essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That ended up actually being like probably one of my favorite combat ways to play Devil May Cry. Like I was sad when I picked up 5 and they changed it.
Didn't people hate Nero? Like they
didn't like Dante? Nero himself because he was an edgy, emo, whiny, whatever femboy.
People hated him for, I don't know. I never played 4, so
listen, it was a real dark time when anytime a publisher tried anything, like people just revolted in the streets. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, we're gonna make Dante like kind of young and edgy, and they're like, no. And they're like, well, look, he's got a young apprentice. It's like the son of Virgil. They're like, no. Like everybody just hated everything that they did that was not more of white-haired, mouthy Dante, shooting off one-liners every 8 seconds.
Which one would you keep between these two?
I would
if
say
any?
4 if I had to.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let me put it this way. I've beaten 4 at least twice. I've never completed DMC.
You can put 4 in yellow for now. It doesn't mean it makes the top 10 at all, by the way.
I don't know if it's a top 10 game, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I've replayed it recently, and it's okay.
All right, we still have some more action games. So what about Ninja Gaiden? We played that one together. Mostly you, because I got very frustrated with the game was hard. The game was really hard. But I never liked the way it played. I gotta be honest. I thought it played kind of rough. And they added like Sonya in this version, and her shit wasn't that much fun. She had this giant axe, and he always wanted to play as your boy, Ryu.
Yeah, I did not like having to switch. I'm trying to. Sigma was just like a remake, essentially, of the original, right?
Yeah, this was like a PS3 remake version. Yeah,
it was like their patch noted version or something, like basically.
Yeah,
some minor rework stuff, but it was essentially the same core game.
Yeah, with Sonya slapped on top of it.
Correct, and that's not her name. What is it, Rachel? I want to say her name is.
It's not Sonya. Why am I keep saying Sonya? I don't know.
Because that's a Mortal Kombat blonde character.
Okay.
Sonya Blade. No, Rachel. It could be Rachel. Rachel was the axe chick. In the dragon armor for some reason. We have no idea where she came from or why.
That's fine. Yeah, I never liked Ninja Gaiden gameplay. So
I did not like playing as her, and they forced you to play as her. But the gameplay itself was pretty good. I'm playing like the most current, like the most recent one. Okay. It's pretty hard, buddy.
Yeah.
But we did 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1, 2, and most of 3 a couple years ago on stream, and it was fun. It actually held up pretty well, better than I thought it would. And the difficulty in those games is just as hard as you remember, easily. Yeah. And not in a frustrating, like, oh, it's because it was bullshit and the AI clipped through walls or whatever. No, it's just a genuinely difficult game.
It is. Yeah. It's not top 10.
What else we got here?
We have so many fucking games left, dude. Oh, no. This is not the fight that you want. Listen. I forgot to mention the rules earlier, but that's fine. We both have one hard lock for top 10 that we can use. So if you want to use it on your shitty
Ninja Gaiden.
Well, then cut it. It's not even close to top 10.
It can go. Listen, I just like to. I didn't want it to go down.
Yeah, I see that. That one hurt you a little bit, just a little.
Well, it's one of the half of these games I'm like I'm romanticizing, or I'm like, yeah, it felt great when I played it back in the day, but I don't know if it would hold up today. I'm like, oh no, that holds up. I played it like not that long ago. Like so it feels bad when something that old. And I'm like, okay, so it was really solid the way it was constructed.
Right. If
just
it
not
holds
top
up,
10.
Yeah.
Just not top 10 solid, I guess.
And I guess the one more that we have on this list is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. That's a straight up action game.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I think that game is fucking awesome.
I don't have any real time on it.
You would love this game, dude.
I have a feeling I would love this game.
This game is like I'm not
and I don't know why I don't have time on it, because I remember seeing like and I never had a problem with Raiden as well. Like when Metal Gear Solid 2 came out and everybody was like, who is this little fucking fancy? And I was like, who cares? Like I played, I got used to him real quick. And then when they turned him into a robot ninja, I was like, cool. And then I saw some cutscenes from the game. I was like, cool. And then I saw some gameplay from the game and I was like, cool. And I never played it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
I played it maybe in the last 5 years again. Holds up. It's really good. It's really fun. I like cutting dudes in slow motion. I
was about to say it has like that weird little bullet time mode. And then you can change your swipe direction.
Yeah, you hit the stick and it swipes with your stick.
And you Fruit Ninja that bad boy.
I mean, man, it might have some of the dumbest cutscenes in all of MGS series, and that's saying something. But they're really good. I have nothing bad to say about this game. I really like this game. It definitely is not getting cut right now. It can't. Maybe later, but right now I can't. I think it's better than DMC4, but that's because I didn't play DMC4, so I can't really say that definitively.
I would probably just give that to you. I would probably just Take DMC off.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna let it go. You don't love
you know
it?
what? When you're talking about the best of all time, you really don't want to have too many goofy, like, oh, the studio was trying something. You don't want a lot of that mixed in there. Like, oh yeah, it was great. The grab mechanic with the arm is, I think, the best mechanic in the entire Devil May Cry series. It felt very rewarding and fun to play. It was an engaging thing to learn, and it was useful the entire time.
Yeah.
But they had to change the characters around and make the story kind of weird and emo-ish, and it was just like one of those. Right. He was like that cool guy, silent protagonist, too cool for everything. It was a product of the times, let's say.
Yeah. I feel like there's still some easy cuts. Since you decided to kill your own Devil May Cry 4, I'm gonna kill my own Azura's Wrath. It's kind of an action game, but not really. It's way more quick time events than action. It has the most ridiculous cutscenes that PS3 may have. Period. It's really insane and crazy.
Yeah, doesn't he, like, for every boss fight, when you go to do like the killing blow, it's like a huge giant QTE event that involves you like pressing 8,000 buttons, and he summons like a star from the sky and crashes it into the planet, or you know what I mean? Like, he does shit like that, like real big.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really silly. It's super anime, but man, it was fun. It's unfortunately like 90% quick time events. So the gameplay is kind of lame, but it's fun to look at for sure.
And that's fair. That was kind of my understanding of the game. One of the only reasons I didn't play it was that as I was watching some of the stuff, and I was like, oh my god, that's how it plays. And then I realized, like, no, this is kind of like the best stuff. You're looking at the best stuff right now. Like, oh, damn it.
Yeah. All right. So that's that for good old Azura's Wrath.
Hey, can I ask you why Final Fantasy 13 is on this list?
I don't know.
Who did that? It's in all caps, so it says that I did it, but I think you just did that to mess with me.
We can. It's it's the Final Fantasy on PS3, man.
It is the Final Fantasy on PS3, I guess. If you want to, I don't know what that.
I don't know if that means much, but
that doesn't mean an awful lot.
It's a bad game. Other than that, it's it looked nice. It had a decent soundtrack. The production value was good. The combat was ass. The story was bad. The game is bad. We can cut it.
That's like one of those games that was the lesson. Like, no matter how much production and money you put behind something, if your story and your characters are really lame and shitty, it's not going to be fun.
Right.
And that was kind of the problem with that. Like, who's your favorite character in that game?
It doesn't exist. I guess Lightning, because she was the best character, but gameplay
right. Yeah, it wasn't Snow. Could be
right. Like they're all bad.
Vanille.
Fang.
Yeah, they all kind of suck. So yeah, we can get that out. Yeah, I like the way you put it dangerously close to your favorite game ever made. I might accidentally knock it off the list.
Just relax. Okay, Guacamelee. I think it has to go. It's a cute 2D brawler. I know you played it way more than I have, but yeah, it's a good Metroidvania. I'll give it credit. It's not. I'm not saying the game is bad. It's just you know, Chris. It's a small little downloadable game that was fun to play through once, and that's about it.
Yeah, I guess I'm tainted by my personal experience. That was a great co-op game.
It was. Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a sequel? Did they make a sequel to this? I think they did. Yeah. Was it good?
I didn't get to play it. I only played the first one co-op. I played it with my ex-girlfriend. And it was a great co-op experience because they understood that you may need a carry and that the other player may not be all that. You know what I mean? They didn't put a lot of stakes on player 2. But you could do all the fun stuff. So like all the combat was there. You could platform if you wanted to, but if I needed to take over, I could just kind of run it. So it had a little bit. It was one of the only games I played like that where I got what I needed out of the game and my partner did as well. And I think that's pretty rare for those types of games.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, normally you have to just accept that you're going to be playing kind of nerfy and whatever. And I'm like, no, it was challenging. A lot of platforming in that game.
A lot of platforming.
If I told you that I beat all of the challenges in that game, including the hardest platforming challenge, would you believe me?
Yeah, I believe it.
I barely believe it. I don't know if I could do it again.
Probably not.
No, it was extremely difficult. Kind of like isn't it Celeste or something that has like that type of thing? But I think Celeste is on a different level. I think Celeste does it at
purely platforming. Like Guacamelee had some, brawl elements too, right? There was some fighting.
Yeah, it was a combination of the two. But the combat, I would say, was pretty straightforward. Lots of options, but you could kind of get away with doing anything.
Yeah.
Whereas the platforming was very specific, and you had an up move, you had a forward moving move, and you had a down dash, you had a double jump, you had an air dodge, and they utilized all that shit to the max, the absolute max.
No.
But we can remove it from the list because you don't like fun games.
Okay.
All right, fine. I see Portal 2 sitting over here in a sea of red.
Did you play Portal?
I don't play any of those Portal games. The concept looked fine, but
Portal 2 was cool because
they
added co-op in Portal 2.
That's
was a big
cool.
thing. So, having Portal game in co-op can lead to a lot of fun moments by itself. And the puzzles were super open-ended, where there were tons of different solutions you could do. It wasn't like super hand-holdy. I really, really liked Portal 2, but I think of Portal more as like a PC game, really, than like a console game. I know it came out on 360 and PS3 as well, but I don't know, man. To me, it's a mouse and keyboard kind of situation. But I don't know if it's top 10 on this list. Probably not, so I'm not going to sit here and waste more time on it. But Portal 2, great co-op game, yeah.
It's very simple concept. Shoot very portal simple. On the wall, you can jump through it. Shoot 2 spots, and those spots are now connected by a portal, and use that to navigate through mazes or whatever, essentially.
Yep. Solve puzzles. Yeah.
Yep. And you can often utilize that to a very high degree, get a lot of cool combat challenges out of it, or not combat, platform challenges or whatever, puzzle challenges, I guess, in this case.
It's mostly platforming / throw shit into the portal to do things with it. A lot of physics puzzles. It's good.
Pushing things into portals and seeing how they fall 80 feet to do stuff type of thing, or
right. Or if sections where I have to shoot my portal so that you have to jump into it, and while you're falling, you have to shoot a portal for me. Now I'm gonna jump into your portal, and yada yada yada. Like platforming like that, co-op platforming.
That's some real bro. Yeah, that's I could see that being a bromant for sure.
It's fun. That game was really fun. And now I think just because we'll be cutting some fucking awesome ass games here, like it doesn't make them like when we're cutting them, they're still fucking awesome games. Like most of the games left on the list, I like a lot. So yes, Portal 2 is
there
an
are only
awesome
a few games on here that I think like really should never have been on this. Like Lair, which obviously put on as a joke,
right?
Bayonetta, maybe. And there are a couple where I'm like,
right. But we're getting down to
like
it now.
Portal,
it's like,
you're talking about the best of games. I mean, that's on a list for some. That's a number 1 for a lot of people, I'm sure.
I'm sure it's at least top 10
number
for
5. Yeah,
I think top 10. Yeah, I could see it totally.
Now, if you're picking that over Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, then you got a big problem.
So I hate to do this to you, but like, let's go back to Vanquish because we didn't really.
So let's start comparing around. Do we have any other shooters like that on this list?
Not like that. No.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
No, those are first person. This is fucking not.
Yeah, but it's a shooter.
Dude, it's not. Okay, so is MGS4 the same as Vanquish? It's a shooter.
So are you saying COD is above Vanquish? Is that
absolutely?
I mean, I guess I would believe it.
I would say it every day of the week. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it to you. That's not going to be on any top 10 list of mine. And you should definitely choose one of those two because you have 2 of them on there.
Yeah. The only I think one is overall my pick, but in Modern Warfare 2, I did like Spec Ops, which I'm pretty sure I played with you, which was the co-op mode they added. They had a bunch of missions that you ran through in co-op. And it was fucking split screen co-op. Imagine that.
That's why I'm like, I don't think I played that with you. I don't think I played any of the CODs.
No, you did. You played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not online. Like you never got into online shit, but you played Spec Ops with me. It was a great time. But Modern Warfare 4. Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty 4 is, dude. It has to be. It cannot. There's no list without Call of Duty being somewhere in top 10. It has to be.
So pick your one.
Yeah, two
I
is
mean,
gone. 2 is dead. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be crazy. Like 1 is enough. And to be fair, like that's the one that made the series what it is.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, I guess I can release Vanquish. I think Vanquish is a more fun game. Obviously, I had way more fun with it. But it's a single player experience. If it had co-op, it would be on the list no matter what.
Sliding in co-op would have been fucking awesome.
It would have been top 10 for sure. Top 10 for sure.
I agree. I don't think I have an argument against that. Yeah.
So that's why I think co-op can be a deciding factor, I think, in a lot of these games, because PS3 co-op was not always a thing. I mean, they were decent with it, but
they had some
split screen co-op. I mean, you never get that anymore. That's a diamond in the rough right there.
It is.
You gotta pay good money for those. All right, so do we get our shit now? No, what's this? Talk to me about Uncharted.
Yeah, so Uncharted 2 is probably the best. No, it's not. I was gonna say it's the best Naughty Dog game, but I think Last of Us I like more than Uncharted. So I could call it Uncharted if it means I get to keep Last of Us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uncharted
you like
2
Last of Us that much?
I wouldn't say that much, but top 10 on PS3. I mean, it was fucking console exclusive. One of the best written stories in games. It was really good. Just the first one. I don't like the second one at all. But the first one was really, really fun.
Yeah,
and the gameplay.
I had a big problem with the gameplay. I thought the gameplay was kind of lame.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people. You're not like the first person to say this. Like a lot of people didn't vibe with the gameplay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Uncharted gameplay was just way more straightforward, but their cinematic shit in Uncharted 2 was probably best of class on the console. Like Uncharted 2 was a really fun single player experience.
Well, the Uncharted, the entire series, is basically like a giant Indiana Jones video game.
Yeah, but the leap from 1 to 2 was like night and day. The first
1
game
spoiled the entire series for me. My experience with 1 made it so I never played any of them after that.
And yeah, because 1 is not a good game.
No. Yeah. And I made them. It was my fault. I made some mistakes. I played it with my bud, and he was like, "Dude, you gotta play this game." And it was single player game. He was like, "Dude, I'll just chill with you." Like he's like, "I want you to experience this." I was like, "Okay." I play it certain ways because at the time we played everything on the hardest difficulty. I was like, "Whatever the hardest is, we'll set it for that." And bro, like the way that the enemies would it was like the old school the difficulties changed the accuracy on enemies, not necessarily like line of sight stuff. So I was like getting clipped through walls, through textures and shit like that. It was just a joyless experience. I played it for 4 hours, and I was like,
super spongy as well.
Yeah, everything was spongy. Nothing would die, and I was getting killed when I couldn't even see enemies on the screen.
Yeah, it was super easy to die on hard. Yeah, I played it that way too. It was not fun at all. 2, 1 didn't even have that many crazy cinematic shit happening. 2, they really stepped it up.
I feel like after that they really kind of leaned into it and cleaned it all up. 2 was insane. The beginning of 2, I think it's 2. Is that the one where you're in the train?
I know. I think 2 wasn't 2 with the airplane. You're falling out of the airplane. Maybe that's 3. I don't know.
Yeah. You're right. I think
it's one or the other. But man, they got that cinematic shit down at Naughty Dog, and I think. It's the problem for me is Uncharted. I felt those games never played super well. I thought Last of Us played better than Uncharted, but
yeah, I can see that. Okay, and I gave you a little yellow on Last of Us. I don't know if that's gonna.
It's a little yellow. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, The Last of Us, because the gameplay was pretty lame. That hurts, despite it having arguably one of the best, most mature, definitely storylines.
Just
in the
super
entire era.
Yeah, for PS3 it was fucking awesome. All right, what about Guitar Hero? Can we,
Why are you hating?
I'm hating for the same reason we hated those games on PS2.
Okay, I've made money playing Guitar Hero. How many of these games have paid you?
None of them. No, there is one game that paid me. But we'll get to it after
2 of these games have paid me, if you want to know. Guitar Hero is one, And I did not get paid. I won a money bet for somebody else on Super Street Fighter 4.
Okay, I think that counts.
That does count, right?
Yeah, I think that counts.
That was a real hero moment. Nothing like getting a call. Where are you? I'm like, I'm on my way to my mother's for dinner. Wrong. You're coming here to beat this kid in Street Fighter.
Nice.
That was pretty nice. Guitar Hero. Okay.
Come on. It cannot be top 10. Of course, super influential, but I feel like it peaked. Did it peak more on PS2 and PS3? Like all this music game shit? Or was it bigger on PS3 and PS2?
It was a... No, it definitely... I want to say it... You're right. That's a tough one.
It's a tough one, yeah.
Because on the older consoles, it was barely playable. Because of the latency that you would get just from the game running. If you had 30 milliseconds of latency, you could not play a rhythm-based game. So it wasn't until you got it on like real consoles, like we couldn't play it on Wii. Let me put it that way. I had to tell my company that they had to get rid of the, you know what I mean? They were like, hey, we're sending you out with the Wii. I'm like, nope, you got to get it on a PlayStation. I believe I used my own PlayStation 3 for it.
Nice.
Yeah, we can let it go.
They're fun. No one plays them anymore, but they used to be fun.
Yeah, why would you?
Why would you? Right, why would you when you can play Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories? Anyway, Borderlands 2. Can you talk to me about Borderlands 2?
Yeah. I think that definitely should be on the list. Okay. I would put that easily up with any of the other looter shooter, like RPG style shooters. Like you have Mass Effect on there. I would easily put up with either the Mass Effects, Fallout New Vegas would probably win if I'm being candid. And I've never even played Fallout New Vegas. I'm taking that from word of mouth. Okay. Everybody says Fallout New Vegas is the game. It is the Fallout game. The best in class.
Right. Fine. How about we put it in yellow, Borderlands, for now? Can we do that?
Okay. Well, should we put Borderlands and Fallout New Vegas in yellow? Do you feel like fighting for Mass Effect and Fallout 3?
It's Fallout 3. I think New Vegas stays. 3 gets cut for now. I think New Vegas is a better game than Fallout 3.
Yes.
And I play both, so a lot. I mean, a lot. One playthrough takes you like fucking 100 hours, so I did that, you know?
Right. For each. So I'm sure you have just enough.
So, like, I don't know. But, yeah, New Vegas was just better.
Yeah, what was that? Obsidian came in and did New Vegas?
Yeah.
And that's, that's Bethesda. They have that problem. They have that effect on people.
Okay.
All right, so
let's put Borderlands 2 in yellow.
Let's yellow that bad boy.
Yeah, the yellow category. We'll have to go back to it at some point.
Although, actually, this isn't too bad. We're only half filled on yellow. Yeah. You know what I mean? For a top 10. So I was expecting half of this list to be yellow and then us having to go back like, all right, well, we have 25 yellow ones. So let's... No, this isn't too bad. We're aggressively cutting, and that's good.
We are, yeah.
That's good. I'm trying.
Speaking of cutting, there's an easy cut. There's Mass Effect 3 and 2 on this list, and 2 is by far the best in the series. So 3 can go.
Oh, and that's good because I was actually going to bring that up. Like, why is 3 on there? Everybody hates that one.
It's not that bad, but people like 3. They just hate the ending. That's the thing. Okay, your cut.
How about Infamous?
Man, see, like, I don't.
Yeah, let's talk about some of these sandbox games. We got like a Batman, Arkham Asylum, Infamous. What else?
That's about it.
Yeah, I don't think
Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed,
definitely.
No. Red Dead Redemption, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those 4 are definitely in that category.
Okay, let's start with the one you mentioned, Infamous. Again, personally, when I see games on this list that are actual PS3 exclusives, like, to me, they have some bonus points, you know? Because if there's nowhere else you can play this game, it feels like it belongs on the best PS3 game list. But Infamous is worse than all the other games that you grouped together here. So I can't...
Worse than Batman, Arkham Asylum?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not even close. Infamous was made by Sucker Punch. They went on to make the Ghost of Tsushima games. They're making the Wolverine game now. But Infamous was like surprisingly fun to play. They also made Spider-Man games, and I feel like Infamous was their like prototype for years later to be like, okay, we can make a fun Spider-Man game with traversing the city in a fun way. Because Infamous had that, like you could fly around the city quite well. The game
because it was all electric. The premise of the game was that your protagonist character was electric based, right? He could control magnetic fields, and then depending on whether you went light path or dark path, you would get different skilling abilities or whatever.
Yeah, the combat would be a little bit different. The changes in the gameplay wise weren't huge. It was mostly you had two separate branching stories based on your choices, right? So, and you would literally move your like you had like this little bar that would move depending on the choice towards evil or good. It was a bit silly, but again, PS3 exclusive, open world game on PS3. It wasn't the best. There's better games.
Was that the game that started it with the they like coining the terms of like the light and dark? It's like Paragon and what was the other one? Renegade? I want to say
Renegade. Right? That's from Mass Effect, and Mass Effect was the first one to do it.
God,
they stole it from Mass Effect.
So close. All right, never mind. Put Mass Effect back on the list.
So Infamous has to go. I like.
If they didn't even make the Paragon versus Renegade thing, then there's no hope for them.
No, they took a lot of good ideas from other games, and the game was fun. They made a bunch of Infamous games after that. There's Infamous 2. There's the new Sun on PS4. I played all of them. They're always okay. They stopped making them for a reason because, the formula kind of got boring and they moved on to more fun superhero games like Spider-Man.
Okay.
So, yeah, we can cut it.
All right. Well, then, but right next to it, Batman. You said Batman's better than this. So what do we got? What's Batman bringing to the table?
It might be the best comic book based game on the system by far. Now that I don't know how much that means because
I wouldn't even argue that because they all sucked.
A lot of them sucked. I think the other one that people enjoyed at the time was Wolverine Origins, maybe I think it was called. Dude, Batman. It was basically Assassin's Creed combat, but instead of just waiting for parry, you would build up a combo by punching dudes. And the parry felt way more fun than in Assassin's Creed. Like it didn't completely just insta kill dudes. So it wasn't just like literally it's not worth swinging your weapon in fucking Assassin's Creed early games because it's better to just fucking stand around and wait for the parry.
That's why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah,
because that was my experience with Assassin's Creed 1.
And
I realized within the first hour that I only needed to parry. And I literally stood in a crowd of soldiers trying to kill me, just hitting parry, not even like timing, mashing parry,
right,
and just killing them all one by one. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. Yeah. So Batman's a better version of that, is what you're saying?
It's way better. So
normal. Before we go too crazy on highlighting that, then how would you compare that to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood? Since
I would call Assassin's Creed Brotherhood before Batman for sure. Yeah.
Anything that you want to say about Assassin's Creed Brotherhood? I mean, just
it's my favorite Assassin's Creed. It's my favorite Assassin's Creed game, but I never loved Assassin's Creed series. So
same. It's one of those things where I felt like I wanted to love it, and it just didn't quite pan out.
The gameplay, to me, it was the gameplay. It was just not fun. Batman gameplay was fun though. The whole thing was you're building up your combo, and if you build up enough hits, you have like a special. It basically was like a 3D brawler more than an action game.
Okay.
But the whole thing was.
But it was sandbox style, right? You would go to a place and.
Well,
did you have a world map?
No, so
mission map style.
It's kind of mission map, a little bit open world, but not really because you're basically you're in Arkham Asylum, the prison, and the whole game takes place in prison. You unlock it's a little bit of like a Metroidvania. You unlock different sections of the prison over time.
Okay,
and you can
different
go back
cell
to
blocks open up as you.
Yeah, and each section of the prison has a boss, right? So it's kind of a Metroidvania mixed with Assassin's Creed mixed with its own unique combat system. It's a really good. It's not really. It's the best Batman game ever made. I'm not like a crazy DC/Marvel guy at all. But I really, 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 really like this game a lot. To me, it's at least a yellow.
Okay.
I'm not ready yet. I might have to get there, but I'm just not ready.
What about like Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, I think people hate our opinions on this one because I don't love it. Did you play it? Did you play Red Dead?
No, not to the extent that I could weigh in. Apparently, the story is top tier.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, story is apparently top tier. I never finished it, so I can't. I know what happens. I know it's people swear by it, but to me, the GTA stuff wasn't that much fun. I'm not a huge GTA guy, and this was cowboy GTA kind of.
Cowboy GTA. Yeah, I wasn't a big GTA guy.
So.
And that could be the problem. GTA isn't on this list.
I think this will be because again, if neither of us cares, then it's not gonna be on the list, and we don't care about GTA, right?
But which GTA was on
4 and 5?
4.
4 and 5.
Isn't 4 gonna be the winner? Isn't 4 the number one?
I don't think so.
That's a tough one.
It's the same reason why, we didn't have GTA on our PS2 game list, and I feel like it's gonna be the same way here with Red Dead. It will be on a lot of people's list for sure, but on our list, neither of us even played it. So
that's such a shame. That's all right, and I don't think I'm ever going to play it. I don't think I have any real.
It's free on PlayStation Plus with nice upgraded version. You can play it right now. I see it all the time, and I never want to download it. I just Yeah.
Nope. And my boy even showed me he's been playing it. Although his is Red Dead 2. And it looks great. He was like, dude, isn't this great? I'm like, yeah, man, that looks like real fun. And then I walked away and never even thought about playing it. It looked fine. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And that was it. I don't have much interest in that. Yeah, the sandbox stuff, like walking up to an NPC and just hitting them with a bat or something, or torturing that, you know what I mean? Or tying them up and dragging them on a horse for 40 miles.
Right.
Strapping them to a train and sending them into a river. I guess that's fun.
I like to see the clips on YouTube, but I don't enjoy playing these games. That's the thing. I never enjoyed playing these games that much.
Okay.
Right. So since we want to cut good games from this list, and again, this is our list, so if we don't play the game, it's not gonna be on the list. I bet you didn't play Skyrim, did you?
Nope. And ask me about Dragon Age Origins while you're at it.
All right, well, let's finish off Skyrim because we didn't shoot it in the back of the head yet, but we kind of have to because you didn't play it. I played it, but I didn't like it nearly as much as Fallout 3 or New Vegas. So, and they're the same game with one is medieval settings and one is post-apocalyptic world, but it's the same shit, dude. A lot of people love Skyrim. They released Skyrim on every fucking imaginable console ever. It's one of the biggest games of all time. I don't personally love it.
No, I never had any real interest in it. I've seen a lot of play. My old roommate was very big on it.
Yeah. To me, Skyrim setting is everything about Skyrim on paper sounds like I would like it, and then the gameplay is bad for me. I tried many times to go back to try it, and I could never stick to it. No matter if I go melee, magic, fucking stealth bow, it's just none of it feels that fun after a while. It just gets kind of boring, The story stuff is, some of the quests in it are fucking awesome, but we can cut it.
It's like that in all those games. Yeah, I mean, sure. Certain quests are cool in every one of those games that you'll play.
Yeah.
Including BioShock, Borderlands 2. Well, not BioShock. Another game. Diablo 3, sure.
Oh my god, we can cut Diablo 3. I'm on a cutting spree. Dude,
I was going to say, I would expect Diablo 2 to make your list, but obviously not for this console. So
right. Diablo 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Diablo 3 was the follow-up to my favorite game, one of my favorite games of all time. I fucking hate Diablo 3, dude. I fucking hate that game.
I played 3 and 4, and I don't. I mean, obviously, I played 2 with you, and that was my favorite experience out of all of them. But
because it's
I
the best.
Certainly, I did not enjoy
showed you the
3
best
or
one.
4.
No, they're bad. They killed it.
And those ones made me mad because like 3, my boys were all like, dude, we're getting 3, we gotta play. And I got on like PC. I'm like, dude, I really? Okay. Those guys played it for like 1 week and then
I
dropped
played it for a while, but it wasn't what I wanted out of a Diablo experience. But going back to what we were talking about before, little fun bit about Diablo 3, that is a game on this list that made me money.
No way. You sell your account?
No, they had, when the game came out, initially they had a real money auction house, and you could list your finds, like whatever gear you find, on the auction house, and people could buy with real money.
What did you find? What did you manage to procure that somebody wanted to buy?
I sold some fucking legendary shit items that are not good at all, but I'm sure they were trash, but people at the time were buying shit with real money on the auction house. They shut it down, I think maybe a couple months.
They're probably trying to flip them. Buy it for you from like for 50 cents, sell it for $1.50, make cash hand over fist.
I think I made like $100 in that game, man.
Shit, you made more. No, I think I win by the monetary. Guitar Hero definitely paid me the most, but
sure, yeah.
But you made more than my insane. Street Fighter money.
I made actual money from Diablo 3, so the game paid for itself at least. But boy, I could have a whole podcast about why Diablo 3 sucks compared to D2, but it doesn't matter. we're just gonna delete it and move on. Fuck that game.
That's fair. And also, actually, that's funny that you mentioned that it paid for itself. And I was like, yeah, Guitar Hero, but I was like, you know what? Actually, that probably hurts the game more than anything. The peripherals in that game, like, you would go through, if you played at a high level, you would go through your controllers.
Right. That's what they're like impossible to find now. They're all broken.
Oh yeah, and like all the iterations change. So like you would get used to a feel, and then you get a new controller, and they would remove like the click from the trigger, and you're like, what the fuck? And that's $60 just gone for the guitar. Anyway, I'm glad it's off the list.
Make your next cut. How many games do we have left? No, I'm sure we have more than 10. We can keep cutting.
Yeah, we have more than 10. Just a couple.
Okay.
Just a couple. What do we decide on Mass Effect 2? Where do we land on that?
That has to. If I have to use my top 10 on that one, I will. It's.
We can circle back to that in a sec.
We can put it in yellow for now if you want to cut it, because I'm not. Can't.
How about original Dark Souls?
Man, I think I have more affinity towards Demon Souls, which was before Dark Souls. And it was a PS3 exclusive, Demon Souls.
Those were not my games, so.
I know. You hated those games. You still kind of hate those games, right?
I'm still not a huge fan. I have some time in Elden Ring, but the problem, and I think we talked about it on one podcast, where you run out of time and you put something down for a week and
then it's gone.
And next thing you know, you pick it up. That's literally what happened. I picked it up. I couldn't play for like 2 or 3 weeks. I picked up the game and I didn't know where the fuck I was. And I'm like, okay. And I started wandering around, getting killed no matter which direction I walked in.
Right.
I'm like, I don't even know if I'm like moving things if I'm moving the needle as I'm dying like this, or if I'm just wasting my time fighting like weird enemies in a graveyard somewhere.
Right.
Anyway, right. So you tell me, what are your thoughts? You like Demon Souls?
Dark Souls is objectively, it's a better game by most people's metrics. No matter what, it's a better game, and I think I mostly would agree it is quote unquote a better game. But Demon Souls was the first one. It was the OG. Like, people forget about good old Demon Souls, and my perspective might be a bit skewed also, unfortunately, because when PS5 came out, they had that launch release of Demon Souls, like full on remake. So I might be kind of remembering my good time with the remake recently.
I was about to say, because those are the types of games where I feel like the experience has gotten significantly better as the numbers go up. Yeah, because they refine the combat, and that's really what the games are all about. I mean, it's like the discovery, the mystery, discovery, and extremely brutal combat.
Yeah. And the combat, they kept it mostly the same. I mean, I'm sure they changed it a bit, but it was still pretty clunky. Like, Dark Souls plays better. It has more interesting world because it's all from one hub. Here, you teleport to basically, I think, six distinct like worlds in Demon Souls. You have a hub world, but it's like basically a tower that you just have your NPCs to upgrade your shit in, and then you zap around different worlds.
Okay.
Whereas in Dark Souls they basically standardize. Hey, it's all one connected world, and you open up a bunch of shortcuts to progress the game. Yeah.
Yeah, my understanding is that the original Dark Souls has the best world map design.
Yeah, it's
as
really
far
good.
as the way everything is interconnected, and like you're in one setting. You're not jumping into the snow world or jumping into the lava world. It's like everything kind of like links into itself or each other or whatever.
Yeah. So okay, so I think overall Demon Souls is a worse game than Dark Souls, but I like it more, and it's the first one. It kind of made the whole genre appear. Period.
Yeah, so you're gonna let go of Dark Souls? You gonna let it go?
I know. I just that the problem is you're not gonna let me have both, so I need to pick one of them. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do Demon Souls for PS3. Like, if this was like best game of the generation, so like Xbox and all that shit included, I would keep Dark Souls over Demon Souls. But for PS3, hey, it's a PS3 exclusive. It's very good.
You love your exclusivity. I don't know.
Don't you think it adds a little extra bonus for that?
I don't.
If we're talking about the console, like if we're talking about specifically best PS3 games, like the only way to play it is on PS3,
I guess even my dog is getting a little upset about it. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It seems like because that's all like marketing and like monetary. That's not like creative choices. That's not Hideo Kojima is not like my vision will only work on a PlayStation console. Like it's whoever's paying the most money to get their stuff. I guess maybe I'm just jaded. I'm just cynical.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like the business side. I'm talking, if I'm thinking best PS3 games, personally, anything that's exclusive has a little bit bonus points for me. That's all. But Dark Souls is objectively, Dark Souls 1 is a better game than Demon Souls. But it's our list, and I like Demon Souls slightly more.
Then that's fair. I guess that's a good.
If it was a scientific list, then
If it was a scientific list, it'd already be over because Resident Evil 5 is on this list. And
hey, wait, what do you mean? You love Resident Evil 5?
I do.
love Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, we all love Resident Evil 5. I mean, that's getting a hard yellow. We're not even talking about it before we.
I would say that's like an easy top 10.
That's easy top 10. That's top 5. Might be top 1.
Okay,
we'll find out.
Let's chill.
It's top.
I'm ready to make Resident Evil 5 the green one, where it's like, hey, this is going to be top 10.
Okay. RE5 gets a free green.
Did you know RE5 is the best-selling Resident Evil game of all time?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I feel like I knew that. I just assumed that. So I guess you just validated what I had already assumed in my brain.
Yeah. I would think it's 4, but it's not.
I would have thought 4, except the co-op.
Yeah. I wonder if and when they remake RE5, you have to do the co-op, right? You can't not have it.
But that character Sheva isn't in any of the other.
But it doesn't matter.
She was like true throwaway character.
They're all those like guys who appear in single game are whatever. Anyway, we don't have time to go into the rest.
We don't have time to discuss the lore, the Ashcroft lore. Okay. I have a question for you about Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Okay. We're back to it.
Because I may have actually played a little bit of it.
Uh-huh.
In that game, is the protagonist something Soap? It's like John Soap something.
Yeah.
My experience with that game is I was playing with my roommate. And during the tutorial, the captain or lieutenant or whatever got stuck in a cycle of just calling for the character. So like you're looking at your menu, you're trying to figure out how to change your guns and change like, Soap, get down here. Soap, over here. Soap, get down here. Like it was just literally clipping over itself. To this day, like I still will just throw that out. Like, Soap, get down here. And he jumps right in on it. So I guess it is super memorable. Maybe it is a top 10.
Hey, it had one of the coolest first-person shooter missions of all time, where that in the ghillie suit mission. It's super, super, super recognizable and famous. I don't know. Call of Duty 4 is just, if you look at this list, it's one of the most important games on this list. That's for sure. But is it the best? Depends who you ask. I don't know. I played a lot of Call of Duty 4. Okay, I played a lot of Call of Duty 4.
Okay.
I
Now
can't cut
that
it.
had zombies and all that, right?
No.
No.
Nope.
Get it off the list.
World at War had zombies, which is the one after this
then
one.
it can't be this one. I was about to say zombies would probably do it because even I had a little bit of time in zombies, but obviously that was just zombies.
They added zombies to like all of them after.
All of them after.
Yeah, but that was in the World at War, which was the one after this one.
Nope, it can't be the best game. It glitched during the tutorial and it doesn't have zombies.
I mean, it's
two of the most
best,
important criteria.
It's easily the best FPS on the system.
Mm-hmm.
Like the competition was like so bleak. You're talking about like kill zones of the world.
Yeah, I was about to say Killzone 2, I think. Or no, Killzone 1.
Resistance games, you know, like they're bad FPS games compared to this. Like this was so fucking good. It played so well. It played super good, man. And like, you know, obviously all the Call of Duties after it were chasing what this game did. Because it established how FPS games are going to be for the next what? We're approaching 20 years.
15 years, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, it was huge.
All right. I'll leave it on. I ain't green in that bad boy.
No, I'm not saying it's green. I'm just saying we're gonna have to.
I would probably green that Super Street Fighter 4. The more I look at it, the more I smile when I look at Street Fighter.
I know.
If it brings a smile on my face, is it green?
I remember when you were saying on PS2 list where it was like, hey, you know, how can we put fighting games on the list? But like, to me, there's no PS3 list without Street Fighter 4 on top 10. Yeah, easy. Like, it has to be.
Two greens. Yeah, it has to be, right?
It has to be. Yeah. But I think let's be done with that and let's just go through the games that are not red or yellow yet.
Okay.
Just so we mentioned all the games. So, Eternal Sonata.
That may have won a different title.
It was close.
It was close. Then we have Valkyria Chronicles. That may have won a different title.
Yeah.
XCOM Enemy Within.
Man, we had a good time with XCOM. I know.
That's getting yellowed right now before we even get to...
It's definitely getting yellowed.
It's super yellow, bro. It's all yellow. XCOM I thought was...
Man.
I mean, spending 40 minutes creating the perfect character, like the perfect team, and then the game during the tutorial killing that guy to let us know. And then permadeathing him.
Permadeath, yes.
We spent 40 minutes making the coolest guy. We're like, he's going to lead our team. We made like the A team, basically. He had like an eye patch and he looked like Nick Fury. Got exploded in the first 2 minutes of the mission.
Yeah. We kept playing. We didn't
stop. We played it. That was, it was such a good way to do that.
Yeah.
It was the best time waste I think I've had in a game in quite a while. All right, so XCOM can stay for now. What are we doing about this Eternal Sonata and Valkyria Chronicles? What are we doing here?
I think Sonata goes and Valkyria stays. At least the yellow Valkyria, at very least.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if Sonata can make top 10 with all these other games. It's going to be tough.
Yeah,
if you want to make it yellow, you can
yellow that bad boy for now.
You can yellow it. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but it's doable.
Okay. How about the original BioShock?
I think that's a cut. I liked it.
I was fine with it, but it did not necessarily resonate in the same way.
No. I would never replay it. I had a decent time. It's a fun campaign, and you play it, and that's it. I don't know. It didn't have multiplayer. It didn't have anything like to keep people around. You know, people love the story.
I think the most unique concept in it was having the large reoccurring boss. Obviously, the Big Daddies.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
That would appear, and saving the little. I forget what they were called. The little girls.
The little girl. Yeah.
And that, it was all kind of standard.
It was a lot of melee combat as well, like first-person melee combat.
I hate first-person melee combat.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't have a lot of time in a lot of these games, like a Skyrim. Right. I do not like first-person swinging a sword. I don't. It never looks or feels good or impactful to me.
Yeah. He had a wrench in BioShock, if I recall. And it was not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
fine. I think that concept has been expanded on in other games to greater effect.
Yeah. I think it was like a time and place, and like if it came out today, no one would care. That's all.
Unfortunately, you are correct. No one would care at all.
At all. Yeah. Okay. Fallout New Vegas? At least yellow, that bad boy. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I think we both agree that it's going to be the best Fallout, period, including all of, like, to date. It beats out even the most current Fallouts. Is 76 still the most current Fallout, or did they come out with something after?
Was 76 after 4?
Yes.
Okay,
76 was the online only. It was like the live service game that was a total fucking disaster.
Right. I know what it is. I just, Okay. Yeah, no, there's nothing since.
Yeah. So New Vegas definitely wins that title just clean.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I don't know if it's necessarily top 10.
Right.
God of War 3. Okay.
God of War 3. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's it meets all my criteria. It's a good all exclusive. So for me on PS3 list, it gets bonus points. I don't know if it's better than 2 though. I don't know if I can go that far. I think 2 might be a better game than God of War 3. But on this list, I mean, it's at least a yellow. We'll have to.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Sort it out somewhere. We have a lot of yellows,
randomize that list again. About Dead Space. Let's
Did you play Dead Space?
I did. And I played the remake.
Same.
I love both of them.
Yeah,
but
really
you know
good.
what? I would let it go. I don't like the concept of breaking limbs for damage.
Oh, really? Damn. See, like that's like the whole thing.
I know, and that it was counterintuitive to me, and I just fought it, which is so weird because I didn't fight any of the other weird shit they try to shove down your throat in all these other games. So like new protagonist, I'm like, yeah, sure, let's see if he's cool. For this, I was like, no, you have to shoot him in the head, or it's not effective. But you know, just something about it threw me off. But I liked pretty much everything about the game. Like,
Same.
I mean, I'm shitting on it a little bit.
Yeah. Back when EA was making fucking decent games sometimes, you know?
Yeah, it was Resident Evil in space. I mean, well, that game was basically made based off of Resident Evil 4. Like, the developers came out and they were like, oh yeah, like we had a completely different direction for the game, and then we saw Resident Evil 4 and we're like, no, that's what we're doing.
Right. And it doesn't make it bad. It was fucking awesome. Like, it's really well made.
But unfortunately, Resident Evil 5 takes it.
Yeah, Resident Evil 5 is a better game. Yeah, sadly, it is.
Do we let it go?
Man, do we don't make it yellow? Like, look at your yellow list. You have Until Dawn on yellow. You're gonna cut Dead Space before Until Dawn? I feel we at least put in yellow.
All right. I'm just trying to make sure that we're moving in a direction here. Okay, only 2 of these left, and then we're down to recuts. Yep.
I'll go first. So Dragon Age Origins is a fucking, again, speaking of EA making good ass games, man, I loved fucking Dragon Age. But
I never played it, but I do have full completion in Metal Gear Solid 4.
There's a big problem with Dragon Age Origins on this list, and it's the console version is not the fucking version anyone should play. It's not
you
even
have to play on PC?
You have to play it on PC.
Why is that?
They changed the controls, obviously. So it's the PC game is, more like point and clicky. You can pause time. It's way more of a RPG, right? Whereas on consoles, you still have the pause time, and they replace like the bar menus with like a radio menu, like they did back then for console ports of PC games. All of that shit was terrible on the console, man. If this was the PC version, I mean, that's a hard lock for me. Top 10, easy money, no questions asked. Here, I'll cut it. It's not a good version of the game.
All right. Well, and that's real talk. Okay. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about Metal Gear. A fantastic game. The biggest problem for me was that it just melted my brain at the end and gave you a 3-hour. It was more than a feature-length movie.
Yeah.
For the final cutscene.
It sure does. Yeah.
That is one of the only things that has stuck with me. And I don't even remember. It was so tangential. Like, it felt like a documentary that was filmed out of order and just being presented to you. They're like, in 1976, the Shadow Project. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And then all of a sudden they're like, a big boss. was born in 1927. I'm like, wait, 1970? How old is Big Boss? By the time you're like doing all this math in your head, they're already like 5 steps ahead. They're like the Super Secret Missile Project. I'm like, they couldn't have been called that. The SSM for short. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, they were saying that the entire game. Oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It was like that type of experience for me.
Yeah, it's a good ass game though.
It's pretty good.
It was.
I would let it go. I think that Metal Gear 2 is the definitive Metal Gear Solid experience.
I don't know if I can let it go.
I would go down on that horse.
Can we make it yellow at least?
I could go yellow. I could go a little yellow on it.
Let's do a bit of yellow.
Okay.
I'm surprised you wanted to cut it. Wow.
When you look back at a game and you're like, I don't really remember how most of the combat mechanics worked, but I sure do remember that 3-hour cutscene at the end. But none of the content of it. It does give me great pause to put that in a top 10 list of all time.
Right. I see what you're saying, but like Metal Gear is a lot about cutscenes,
I know.
Like it's kind of the whole thing. But
I also okay. You played through 4, right?
Yeah.
Start naming some boss fights that you had.
In 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
How about 2? Like the chick that could repel bullets because she had the whatever grav shield on.
Yes,
the vampire guy.
I think 2 and 3 both had way cooler like bosses. Yeah. Sure. I agree.
I think the only and I did this in 4. Oh god, I hesitate to say this and have it locked. I believe you could do a no-kill run in 4.
I think you can do a no-kill run in 3 as well.
I did not play 3, Snake Eater.
Yeah.
I did not play that game. I think I have a little bit of time in. Like I remember some of the encounters, but I did not beat that game. 4, right. I'm certain I did, and I believe I did it no-kill. The only boss I can remember is a sniper in a snowfield. Not the end from 3. A female sniper that had wolves or something with her.
That's 5, I think. No?
No way. I'm
pretty sure that's 5.
It is not 5.
No,
it is not, because I didn't have that much time. 5, I stopped playing because I clipped through a texture in the base and lost about 3 hours of gameplay.
Nice.
I couldn't kill myself with a grenade. Yeah, that was that ended my experience with 5, which I also thought was a fun game. But 4, I believe I did the trank gun for the entire game.
Nice. All right.
I don't know.
Okay. I cleaned up the list a bit. I moved all the yellows together just so we know what's going on. I think it's time to name all the yellow games and go from there.
All right. So topping off the list, we have Eternal Sonata, The Last of Us, Valkyria Chronicles, Borderlands 2, Batman Arkham Asylum, XCOM Enemy Within, Fallout New Vegas, Mass Effect 3, Mass Effect 2, God of War 3, Demon Souls.
Oh, like copy twice.
Oh, yep. Demon Souls, Dead Space, Until Dawn, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, COD 4, Modern Warfare, Super Street Fighter 4, and Resident Evil 5.
And those 2 are locks.
Those 2 are locked.
So we need to get 8 more out of the 15 left. So we need to cut. I'm gonna cut first. I'm gonna cut Until Dawn. I think made way further than it really ought to.
Yeah.
I can't put that type of game on top 10. It's probably my favorite one of these, but
Yeah, the interactive story experience games. I mean, this was easily the most memorable and probably the most influential of all of them, but at the end of the day, it's barely a video game, not to be that guy.
Yeah, it still is what it is, it's fun.
It's a different experience. It's not a true gamer experience, we'll say.
And I don't need every game to be a true gamer experience, but it's not top 10. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Goodbye,
so that's good. We got 1 out.
You're next. Now it hurts. I like all of these games.
Yeah, I'm really looking at this
Which
shit.
one of my children are you going to murder?
Let's get rid of one of these Metal Gears. Let's figure that out right now.
Man, you wanted to cut 4, and I guess I'll go with you if that means I get
You're
to
gonna keep Revengeance?
Revengeance. Yeah, I think
4
personally
is almost undoubtedly a better game. But I would take you at face value if you said that you had more fun with Revengeance.
I think if you played both, you would still probably think 4 is a better game, but you would have way more fun.
Maybe I had more fun.
Way more fun.
Okay.
Way more fun. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here's the problem for me with Borderlands 2.
Okay.
Borderlands 2 is a better game than Borderlands 1, except for the fact that the characters in Borderlands 1 were way more fun to play than Borderlands 2. And
Borderlands 2, I would say, and I'm a big fan of the whole series. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, and Tiny Tina's and all that. Borderlands 2 is probably the best balanced experience that you're going to have. That was the last game where it was actually a challenging game.
In the series?
In the series.
Yeah.
Everything else is now trivialized to your level, which is fine. Like, I'm okay with that.
I hate it.
But back in the day,
when games scale levels to you.
They let you pick. Basically, you can choose different levels of scaling. So it's really, really tailored. You know, you do they call it UV levels, which like ultra something, and it just scales up enemy health and damage, some drop rates and all that. But you get what I'm saying. Borderlands 2 was actually like the guns had flaws to them. If you had a gun with a high fire rate, it would have low accuracy. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you had trade-offs and you had things, you had to cycle your guns and use them. It was the art direction, I think, is just fantastic in those games. Because it holds up to this day. Like if you put in COD right now and try to play that original, of course, no remakes or remasters or whatever, it's not going to hold up.
No,
Borderlands 2 will hold up right now if you put it in.
Yeah, it's way more stylized, yeah, for sure. Okay, so you're pretty strong on Borderlands.
I'm actually kind of strong on Borderlands too. I think it's a pretty good contender in here.
I just wanted to see how strong you feel about it, because I liked it, but I never went back to it or anything. Once I beat it, then that was it for me. But that's fine. Okay.
The co-op experience was also very, very good.
I played in co-op.
Very strong.
It's fantastic. Okay. Then
I mean, there are so many here I don't even want to touch. Like what? Okay, The Last of Us. Let's figure this out.
Come on,
let's figure this out. Gameplay kind of weak. Storyline extremely strong. How do we? How do you balance that?
I'm just not with you. I think the gameplay wasn't weak. Maybe it wasn't the best, but I thought the sneaking around was decent enough. If you played on hard, the resources were very, very low, so it kind of made every bullet count because you just run out. Like it was very easy to not have ammo in that game and be stuck.
So let's put that against a Dead Space.
Yeah, I think that's a good head to head. Yeah. Man, I mean, Dead Space
was
better.
A lot of interesting little sneaky around, kind of survival-y stuff, limited resource.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Carefully choose your shots and all that.
I'll say Dead Space plays better for sure.
For sure, right?
Dead Space has way more unique guns, mostly due to the setting. Last of Us is trying to be realistic, quote unquote realistic, because it's post-apocalyptic world. The other one is in space with monsters from the moon. So but Dead Space plays way better. I can't sit here and say it doesn't.
So is it more of a moon monster thing or more of like a spore monster thing? Which monsters kind of work for
monsters? The humans are the real monsters in Last of Us.
The real monsters in all of us.
Man.
That game. You want to let it go.
Maybe it's a better story than a game. I could grant you that.
And Dead Space also has a pretty viable story that does carry on through a trilogy.
It gets bad.
Last of Us did carry through 2 games, which I would say were the length of a trilogy easily.
Yeah, I think Dead Space 3 is not a great game, but
no,
Dead Space 1 and 2 are pretty fun. Yeah, yes. Fine, I'll let you kill Last of Us.
All right. Well,
If it was my list, it would be up there. But if it's a shared list, yeah, that's fine.
all right, where do we go next?
We still have 12 yellows.
I'm willing to green XCOM if you want.
We need to cut 4 of these games. That's where we're at.
Okay.
I think
So
Eternal
we're not worried about keeping. We're just cutting.
Well, because it's kind of the same thing, no? Kind of.
Sure. I do want to have a conversation about XCOM. Would that make a top 10 list? It would make my top 10 list right now.
It's so good. I love XCOM. I didn't even like XCOM 2 that much, but the
original XCOM.
Yeah, it was so fucking good, dude. Such a good tactics game, and I love tactics games.
I don't even like tactics games all that much.
Right, I know. So like,
you know what? Okay, well, let's figure this out. Valkyria or XCOM?
Oh no, that I don't know.
You have to figure this out.
If you're making me cut one, it's XCOM's Going Home.
No, what?
Yeah, Valkyria is a better game than XCOM. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
But I don't. That doesn't mean XCOM needs to go. I think they're different. They're different enough where they're not really the same. Like they play quite differently.
Do they?
Yeah. There's no like running around in real time in XCOM at all. It's all turn based. You know.
It's still turn based. In Valkyria, it lets you move your character with the joystick. In XCOM, you have to pick your. But while you're moving, there is Overwatch.
You can get shot
in both games.
Yeah, one is a skill, one is like an actual thing. One is like a passive skill that some enemies might have. Yeah. Look, they're both tactics games with permadeath. Like I love both of them. Stop.
They both kind of play. You were saying that they're different. They play basically the same. They look very different, and the storyline is extremely different. One is aliens coming down.
I think XCOM is quite different as far as you're, building out your base. There's no base building stuff in Valkyria at all.
No, Valkyria is just a series of missions. You build a team.
You're building up your characters and mostly the tank. But your characters get, I guess characters also get new skills in XCOM.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, XCOM, we had the only reason we were able to beat that game is because we had one guy who was a sniper with a jetpack that could literally jump up into the air in the beginning of the mission and kill whoever was visible on the screen. Yeah. I mean, so we exploited some stuff. Same in Valkyria. We had who was the gunner chick that was like super crazy? Right? We had a submachine gun chick that like had like some stupid skill where she could like run and gun or something. Am I crazy? Like
there was, but I think the best character was still
Alicia,
the sniper. No, I think the sniper. We had like this.
Maria. Lone Wolf.
Maybe Lone Wolf, exactly. She was by far the most fucking awesome character.
Lone Wolf was like her. She could act twice or something if she was out of. The Lone Wolf was the thing that would activate. That's what I'm remembering.
If she was alone and if she killed someone, she could go again.
Sometimes. Yeah. So snipers kind of carry both the games. They're the same games, Scrub.
They're kind of the same
that's
game.
it. We're nixing them both. They're both off the list, and now we have our top 10. Read them out. No. Okay.
Really like
so if you want both of them on this list, you need to choose something right now that you want to leave this list.
I would get rid of. Man, I would keep both of them over Dead Space, probably.
Yep.
I think.
Agreed. Resident Evil 5 is the better version of Dead Space on the same list with co-op.
Yeah. Okay. It's a shame. But
that is a shame. Oh, damn, I thought that was going to be a little bit more harrowing for you.
Okay.
I assumed immediately you're going to be like, oh, yeah, cool. Borderlands 2 can go right off. And I'd be like, no. Yeah, and no, you're like, Dead Space. I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. Huh.
Look, right. I know how to pick my battles. I feel like I'm not going to get Borderlands off the list. So I feel like you're going to use your hard luck on that one. So. Because I would cut
admittedly, I'm looking at this list, and we already hard locked the two that I think needed to be hard locked. The rest of them are kind of, most of these are like your, Batman, Fallout New Vegas, Mass Effect 2.
Okay. If I have to let go of something of mine.
Yeah, you can't even hurt me anymore. You're looking at this list and you're realizing it's all you.
I could probably let Batman go. It made it quite far. I'm happy with it. Again,
I was surprised that it made the list this far, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I agreed with kind of everything you said. I've heard very similar things about it. I've seen gameplay of it. I've actually watched somebody do a full challenge run.
That was fun. Yeah.
And it looked fun, but I think Valkyria and I think all the games that we have here slightly outclass it.
I agree. Okay. So how many do we have?
What about this Mass Effect stuff? What are we doing
Mass
with
Effect
Mass
is top
Effect?
10, no matter what.
Okay. Yeah, you keeping it?
For sure.
Are we pulling the? I'm gonna.
If you're telling me
it's
you're
a blue,
trying to cut
baby.
Mass Effect, yeah, I'm keeping it 100%.
Okay. Mass Effect 2, 100% top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I guess I'll do it with Borderlands. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, man, I really did enjoy my time with that game.
All right. So
we burned our stuff. No saving.
Yeah. No saving. Everything's fair game now. We have 4 in top 10 right now. So we need 6 more games. And we have more than
games.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 left.
We have 8
cut
games.
2 more, and that's it.
Okay, let's come real quick. Eternal Sonata, I feel like has to go. If we're keeping Valkyria, If we're keeping Valkyria, I don't know if Sonata's making it. That is now the only JRPG on the list.
Well, no, Valkyria is a JRPG, kind of.
It's a tactics game. It doesn't count.
But it is JRPG.
No, it does not. No. You sound like my mother. Like all video games are the same. She got me Mission Impossible for N64 rather than GoldenEye 007. And she was like, yeah, they're the same thing, right? Literally, that happened to me.
Okay. Well, you can't save anything if we want to cut something.
That's true. We can't save anything. And I guess I shouldn't be arguing with you if you want to cut something.
Like, basically, okay, we can... So, let's go the other way. God of War 3, is that keep for sure? Do we both love that game?
Yeah, that's top 10. I think it is, right?
Fuck. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it has to be.
That's top 10.
And I don't even love it.
I don't love it, but it sets up everything. Like it closes the trilogy and sets up the next set of games.
Right.
Seeing the way that they pan that out, it's one of the most genius. I couldn't imagine writing myself out of that. He killed everyone and destroyed all of
everything.
Yeah. So then he went to a different mythology. Like, wow, that's so genius.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, well. I would really, really love to keep Rising on this list. But I can let it go if we have to. But I feel like that's a game that, man, it aged so
I feel
well.
like COD is going to be on the list no matter what. No matter what I say, I think that you're going to keep it. I think you would argue for it till the end of time. It's fair. It's a decent shooter. If Vanquish can't be on the list, then I guess something has to be there.
I mean, we have Borderlands, we have Mass Effect.
But those play RPG style.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is just a skill shooter. Like you're going to have your guns. The guns are all, they're not upgradable. And it's going to be
we have
based
attachments.
Off of,
that's about it.
Yeah. Yep. Everything is a skill issue in that game. So.
Right. Just... No, it's hard to compare, right? It's like the only multiplayer focused game on this list. I guess Street Fighter, if you want to count that.
Do we let Eternal Sonata go?
Look, how about this? I cut Call of Duty, right?
That would be it.
Is that it? 1, 2,
that would be our list,
5,
right?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, you still need to cut one more after Call of Duty. So this is what I'm saying. We cut...
What?
Yeah, we have 11. So it's one too many. So for the sake of our list, because you don't give a shit about Call of Duty, I really, it's probably the most important game on this list, but is it my favorite of this list? Maybe not. So I can cut it. Fine.
We do have some important games. We got Street Fighter. We got Resident Evil 5.
Definitely. They're all... None of these games are bad anymore. But I feel like Eternal Sonata kind of sticks out a little bit on this list.
That was kind of like a little game that could.
It definitely punches above its weight.
That would be like putting Expedition 33 on a top 10 PS5 list. Might be a little tough.
I don't know.
Might be a little tough.
We'll get there one day. But
no way. That game could not be a top 5 or top 10.
Top 10 easy.
No way.
Yeah.
Top 10 on PS5?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing next week. You're out of your fucking mind.
Anyway,
focus. Put 20 games ahead of that.
Focus on this.
And I like the game. Yeah, no, I gotta be here in the moment. All right.
Okay, how about this? I'll pose a question for you. Eternal Sonata or XCOM? That's the question.
I'll let Eternal Sonata go.
Oh, really?
I'll let it go.
Wow. It has co-op.
I feel like I could play XCOM today and it would feel kind of like, oh yeah, and I'd have fun. I feel like I would start playing Eternal Sonata and I would hate how the combat works now.
It's
I
possible.
know I'm romanticizing. I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that it didn't even make sense. Like, think about it. When your turn started with no indicator, like no confirmation from you, the camera would pan to your character and a 4-second timer would start going. And you had that much time to get all of your inputs in. I don't know. It was very like fast and frantic at the time. But I have a feeling right now, like today, it would be frustrating.
Yeah,
and
I could see it.
Yeah, potentially not. It would need a rework. I don't think XCOM would need a rework. I think it would play exactly the way it plays today.
Yeah, it would be totally fine. Yep.
That's my only reasoning, is that I don't think Eternal Sonata would hold up on a replay.
Yeah. It is a PS3 exclusive. That's the only thing where I'm like, well, I mean, XCOM. Man, XCOM is so good. I can't cut XCOM over Eternal Sonata. I just can't. Yeah.
So did we make it? Are we? And now we just have to. Do we order these things? Does that matter?
Of course, that's next.
Fuck.
Okay, so Eternal Sonata is gone. Chris, we have our
let's
list.
put these. Yeah, let's put these. Yeah, it's a real rainbow.
Order.
Yeah, it's a real rainbow of lists going on here.
Okay, get that out. Okay.
Are we missing one game?
No.
Yes? Nope.
No. It's just mislabeled. Yeah. Okay.
That's okay.
All right. Read the games.
Here we go.
Whew.
In the top 10, we have Valkyria Chronicles, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, XCOM, Enemy Within, Fallout, New Vegas, Demon's Souls. Is it Demon's Souls or Demon's Souls? I thought it was just Demon's Souls.
Keep going.
Borderlands 2, Mass Effect 2, Super Street Fighter 4, Resident Evil 5, and of course, God of War 3.
It is Demon's Souls.
That's pretty funny. Nice.
Okay. All right. We'll go from the bottom as usual. So, number 10 from these 10 fantastic, awesome games. Which one is the worst of all of them?
It has to be either Metal Gear or Demon's Souls.
It has to be Borderlands 2.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Probably Metal Gear. Metal Gear can make the list, but I think it's going to be a 10, buddy. Okay. That is a gimmick game.
I mean, that's fair.
That's a gimmick game.
I'm not even going to fight that one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm happy you made the list. And you should absolutely play that game, Chris, because you would love it. Anyway.
I may play that game. Hey, listen, after you get me through Final Fantasy VII, I'm getting real close, buddy. I'm getting real close.
Right there.
Once I get through that, maybe I'll pull Metal Gear. How long is that game? Is that a 20-hour campaign type thing?
No, it's like
less.
10.
Oh, I might be able to play it by the time we meet up again.
Dude, it's like so good. Anyway, okay, next. Borderlands 2, number 9. With a bullet. Like, come on. I gave up a lot to keep Borderlands 2 on this list.
Half these games are yours. What about Fallout New Vegas?
We killed Dead Space. We killed fucking Dead Space, dude.
Dead Space. Dude, I like that game. We both killed it because Resident Evil 5 was green for everybody.
Fuck.
Dude, the viewers chimed in. They were like, yo, RE5 is going to be green, right?
I just feel like...
I was on the Scrubcast Pod Gmail.
I feel like Borderlands 2 is objectively the weakest out of all these games. It's really good. I really like it. And the co-op is fucking awesome, right? It's one of the best co-op shooters. I just enjoy those other games more, but I'm not that deep into Borderlands games. Like, I didn't play all of them. I played 1 and 2, and 2 is kind of where I played 3, but I stopped playing it shortly after. I got very bored very quickly.
I'll tell you what, I can let Borderlands 2 live at number 8. You have to choose either Fallout New Vegas or Mass Effect 2 to live in number 9, which are single player experiences. Borderlands 2 will win on co-op.
Okay, I think Fallout New Vegas.
Really? Yeah. Mass Effect 2 made it that high for you?
Yeah, man.
Those, admittedly, those were games that I didn't really have access to for whatever reason and wish that I kind of played.
Yeah, it's a shame you didn't. It's really good.
All right, so let's... this is so far going okay.
Yeah, everyone's happy so far, right?
I think we're in pretty good shape here. These middle ones are always kind of interchangeable.
How do you feel about XCOM 7?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Demon Souls 6.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You know, I think that's...
Does that all kind of make sense, right? Are we...
yeah, it's reasonable to put it at 6.
I would let you potentially put it over God of War 3, but I mean, that's a big stretch.
I think God of War 3 is next because neither of us were crazy about it. Right?
No, it was like a necessary... And it played just fine, but it wasn't revolutionary, and it
had really good boss fights. Like, it did. Climbing that what's her name? Gaia? The Titan. And you're fighting on her, fighting Poseidon on her, fighting the set pieces were fucking awesome. But
yeah, I would agree. Wasn't that the first fight in it too?
I'm pretty sure that
climbing
is
up the arms opening. And you get the chariot, whatever the water horses on the chariot were. Yeah. Man, that was memorable.
It's a very good opening. Okay, so we got our bottom 5. What's number 4? The problem is, okay, did you play... So out of the 4 we have left, which is Valkyria Chronicles, Mass Effect 2, Street Fighter, and RE5, the only one you haven't played is Mass Effect 2, right?
Correct.
I'll put it at 4.
Okay.
Because it can't be a shared list without never even touched it, so it's like 4 is good.
I mean, listen, I'll take certain things at face value, you know what I mean? Maybe that was your Star Ocean 3, but I didn't think so. I figured it was probably as much fun as it looked like it would be.
Mass Effect is like, you have to play 1, 2, and 3. You can't just play 2, right? Because all of your choices from the first game carry over to 2. All of your choices from second and first carry over to 3. So it's kind of like it's a trilogy package to me. Like, you can't really... Like, I wouldn't tell you, hey, go play Mass Effect 2 right now. Because it wouldn't really work. You would have to play all 3.
Right, whereas I could say, pick up Resident Evil 5. Oh, no, you don't have to play anything else. You'll be fine.
You'll be totally fine. Yep, totally.
Pick up controller, play Street Fighter 4. Pick your favorite character. It doesn't matter. You'll have a great time.
I think 3 might be Valkyria.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the game, very, very good. I just don't know if it can compete with some of these absolute titans.
Yeah. Like on our list, I don't know if it's number 1, you know? I don't think so. Okay.
So...
What
wow, and these were like two of the OGs that we named off and highlighted right away.
But I think that kind of makes sense, right? If we identify them right away, be like, hey, dude, that's one of the fucking best games on the system, it kind of makes sense. It's got to be up there for us.
Right. And like total agreement. Like, yeah, we could just fast track that right to the list. We don't even have to debate it too much.
Which one would you choose?
I would choose Resident Evil 5.
As number 1?
Yeah. I have more hours in that game and more playthroughs. I mean, you and I have beaten Resident Evil 5.
We got
the hardest challenge.
Trophy.
Yeah,
we got a plat trophy in it. Yeah,
we platted the game.
I have a fun story about Resident Evil 5.
I still have played it since then.
Same.
I've still replayed it multiple times since then. So I beat all the hardest content and still went back and played it for fun.
Yep,
with friends.
I platted it with you on PS3. It was one of the first games I platted ever. It was maybe second I've
Did
ever
we plat
had
that like in the Bahamas or something? we platted it on a vacation.
We totally played in the Bahamas. I don't know if we platted it there, but we totally played in the Bahamas. Yeah. But I platted that game again when they had like a PS4, PS5 remake. Like not remake, just like a, port.
Yeah, just the HD filter remaster.
It was like the gold edition with like some bonus content bullshit and whatever. They had on PS4, PS5, whatever, and I played it again. And I platted it again. So it's the only game I have 2 separate plats of twice.
That's number 1, right? That has to be. That has to be number 1.
Dude, like Street Fighter 4 was like the fighting game for me.
You know, if I could combine the entirety of Super Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 4, like if I had Super Street Fighter 4's polish and balance at the timing of Street Fighter 4, that would be the number 1 game. Does that make sense?
It did get better with time, yes.
It got better with time. But you can't, the original, like the discovery and the magic of the initial getting flowcharted. I mean, dude, that was you, me, and one of my other gaming buddies, like on a couch, like high-fiving, like, all right, passing the controller around. 3 guys passing a controller
just
to play online and lose against flowchart cans. Yeah, against like it was so much fun.
Yeah, I still remember like that night I played against like a Sagat player who I believe all he did was DPs, literally. And you guys were just screaming, Scrap, just block. Please. Just fucking block. I remember that vividly. And I was laughing so hard I could not block. It's one of my like favorite offline gaming moments ever.
Of all time. Yes,
Yeah.
I'd still dude, I think it was me actually. I did the bit afterwards. No, please open up, and then just unleash this like horrible fart. It was so comedic timing, perfect. Oh, oh man, dude, there are tears coming in the corner of my eyes just remembering it. It was so good.
It's so good. I never liked fighting games as much as I liked Street Fighter 4 ever before or after. It was a moment in time. I don't even know if it's like directly with the game.
You could not recreate that. I mean, that was just a learning moment. Like you discovered the DP spam that day, and you just couldn't get around it.
Right. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. No, man. So both of these games, like peak gaming moments for me. I love both of them. Street Fighter 4 is probably number 2, and RE5 is probably my favorite PS3 game. Yeah,
it has to be.
It's so
like I said,
good.
It would be a real tight fight if Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 4 were the same game. Unfortunately, back in those days, they didn't balance patch games. They just made a new game.
That was the balance patch.
Yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, listen, it was still called Street Fighter 4, and it was a new game. I mean, that's a balance patch, right?
It is. Today, yeah, totally.
Same engine. I don't know. Well, they added the Ultra 2s. They added a bunch of characters.
They added new mechanics. Like, it wasn't nothing, but yeah.
Those are some really, really good times.
Awesome times. Yeah. Yeah, I can get behind it. I think RE5 on our list is just like that's it.
It's like impervious to damage. You can't hurt RE5. It's just too good.
It's crazy because like I don't know if everyone loves RE5 as much as we do.
I feel like everyone loves RE5 as much as we do. They have to, right?
I guess. I mean, I introduced one of my friends to this. Was his first RE game, and yeah, he fucking loved it. He played a bunch of them, but he played single player ones after. He loved it so much. Like RE5 is really fucking good, man.
It's one of the best entry points into the series if you needed like a jumping on point because you don't feel like dealing with like Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4 and getting all the storyline up. Like you can jump in, it does not matter.
Clean. Nothing matters. Yeah. No. It's a total side story.
Yeah, I mean, it's him like, oh, that's a guy from the first game. But yeah, he's way different now. Don't even worry about that. He's a different guy. Now he's a mercenary. Like, oh, cool. Okay. And what are you doing? Mercenary stuff in a different continent. Oh, good.
Lots of steroids because Chris is jacked in Resident Evil 5. Oh my God. He punches boulders. Like
he punches boulders. Just enough camp, right? Just enough. Like it's a game that takes itself super seriously. Zombies and heads exploding and, you know, people getting their stomachs eaten out. And then the guy is on top of a volcano punching a boulder.
Literally.
And shooting a rocket out of a helicopter into Wesker's mouth.
That whole ending
with
sequence is so fucking good. Like,
with one-liners.
The game, to be fair, if I had to say something negative, it like there's the later levels, and I feel like a lot of Resident Evil games follow the same pattern where like the beginning is so strong, and then as you get towards like the middle, when they start introducing like the bugs that you have to shoot the specific spot, otherwise they insta-grab you and kill you instantly. There's some levels in that game that are not the best, but boy, the peaks, they're high. they're really fun.
You know, and only Resident Evil 5 and the way that it's balanced can get away with tank controls and having enemies with instant kill grab hitboxes that are moving. It's a Zangief grab. Like they stand up into a position and start running towards you. If your hitboxes collide, the game is immediately over and you are pulled into a cutscene to watch yourself get killed.
Eaten alive, yeah.
It's the best game on PS3 of all time.
Yeah,
that's how great that game is. That's how well it's balanced.
The bugs were not balanced. The bugs were fucked up.
But they were still kind of, you could get away from them. I mean, you only got killed. It was very rare that I got ganked by a bug. Like, yeah, normally you'd have to miss a couple shots as he's moving towards you.
If you're playing hard, you better not miss.
Right. Well, I mean, listen, we did it.
No, we did it. Like, I get it. I'm just saying the bugs were not a good part of that game. The bugs were bad.
Bugs were a little rough. But that would be like the same thing in 4, where the enemies that you had to use like the stupid infrared scope to shoot the specific Plagas things inside of them.
It's the same bullshit, yes. Actually, yes.
Same kind of bullshit. Bugs were a little faster.
If we had to say something negative about Street Fighter 4, I mean, the netcode was...
delay-based netcode is a big problem. And
no rollback at all. It was rough. It was rough.
And they were like really shitty about that. Like Capcom did not want to go to rollback. Like Killer Instinct did it in 2013 and solved it. And like Capcom did not start doing. When did Capcom start using rollback? Like I feel like it took them a trillion fucking years to do that.
A trillion years, yeah. 5 didn't have it. 5 was bad netcode all over again. Maybe they patched later versions of 5 with it, but when it came out, I'm sure it didn't have it.
When? Great. I typed in Capcom rollback netcode and they're like, yes, Capcom uses rollback netcode. Like, shut up. No, they don't. Capcom first introduced rollback netcode with Street Fighter V in 2016. And even then, I don't think it was that good.
Like when it came out?
I don't think it was when it... Nope. It used its own custom rollback system at launch.
Okay.
Which sucked.
Because I remember when 5 came out, the online was busted.
Yeah, the online was like very, very unstable.
Like there were constant disconnects, right? It was bad.
Yeah, because like the sync would just be all wrong and like rollback is not like the easiest thing on planet Earth to do, but it's like necessary to do.
They do it in all fighting games now. Like,
correct.
That's
you
the standard.
Cannot play the games without it. It's just so yeah. I mean, so it's top 2 and it had delay-based netcode, meaning you could hit a button and somewhere between 100 and 400 milliseconds later, you would see what happens on the screen. You got to adapt it. You adapted in real time. You rolled back.
And then
you're like, oh look, that fireball didn't come out. I guess I better do it again. Roll back.
And then we would play offline, and none of those issues would be occurring. And
but nobody wanted to play offline because we wanted to bust the scrubs.
We would literally be like, okay, 1st to 10 wins, and just sit there for hours. Like we played that game all the time, like for years.
Yeah, I mean, we literally like get back from school, work, whatever, sit down, start warming up on a best of 10 or best of 10, first 10, whatever. And then jump online and go after scrubs and then lose all our points. We were silver. It was great.
3 points Wednesdays,
3 point Wednesdays, just giving them out.
All right. I guess that's the list. I guess we should read the list. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
So the top 10 PS3 games of all time. At number 10, we have Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. At number 9, we have Fallout New Vegas. I think that was a good choice too on your part. Number 8, Borderlands 2. Number 7. Borderlands 2. It's kind of a gimme on there. That one snuck on, but that's okay. We'll let them live there. Number 7, XCOM Enemy Within. Number 6, Demon's Souls, as in multiple souls of multiple demons, or one demon's multiple souls. We're not quite sure yet, but they're possessive. Number 5, God of War 3. Number 4, Mass Effect 2. Number 3, Valkyria Chronicles. I feel like that's made multiple lists, right?
It has.
Yeah. It made a PS2 list. It made a PS3 list. It made a JRPG list. I have it here in my Reaper notes. No, it didn't.
That's fine. All right.
That's fine. And of course, on our top 2, we have Super Street Fighter 4 and Resident Evil 5 as the best game for PlayStation 3 of all time.
I like this list. I didn't
actually
think
this is like one of my more preferred lists.
Yeah,
the JRPGs was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
That was a tough one all around. Both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Valkyria got the best PS3
Yeah.
I think I clawed and ripped it from you to get Star Ocean on PS2, but man, those were tough. This one was actually pretty manageable.
Yeah.
Maybe we're getting better at it. Maybe we're getting better at remembering what we like.
Right. We just have to redo all the lists again. There you
go. Next week, the new and updated patch notes are out. New PS2 best of games are in the roster.
Now that I played Star Ocean, get that shit out of here.
That's number 9 at best. Is that why you played it? So you could go back and be like, hey,
I needed to verify. And if I could go back in time, that would be a different list, let me tell you. Anyways, I think we did enough for today.
I think we got him. We got him real good. All right, Paul. Well, I think that's it. That has been the PS3 best of list of all time. If you have any of your best of lists of all time, you should submit them to us at scrubcastpod@gmail.com. And also don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon at scrubcastpod@patreon.com. And that's all I got. Click the button, Paul, or say goodbye. Paul?